And there you go, we're live. Everyone can now begin swearing and getting me demonetized.
So we are gathered here today to remember the passing of Rich. A GM to some, a pain in the backside for more.
Yes, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. So, last session we didn't actually get up to much. There was a time skip and some administrative detailing to the campaign, but other than, well, not a lot happened really.
No.
But I do have some relevant news for the party group.
Who's everyone?
Bad news, everybody.
No. It's good news, everyone.
No, this is terrible news.
Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever he says it's good news, it's terrible news.
So,
Terrible news for him, but good news for everyone else.
when you gathered your wood, your lovely, lovely wood, I worked it out that you had one cord, which is quite a biblical amount of wood. The measurement of wood is something that I've only recently come across, but apparently you had gathered one cord of wood.
Could you just go back to that statement you just said? The measurement of wood is something you've just come across.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Just wanted that
exactly what that statement is, and I stand by it.
Okay.
Don't look. If I'm going to talk about measuring wood, I'm going to talk about measuring wood.
Damn, that would, bro.
So, that meant that you had
Or wood.
More wood.
I trade sheep for wood.
All right, tell me about this more wood.
Oh, it's on, Jake. I'll play Catan with you.
Okay, I think we've segued quite nicely. Go on, wood.
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 Here's the
Tiger
thing,
Woods.
though, Tiger Woods.
Are you gonna tell me everything about your wood now?
I'm not going to tell you everything about my wood.
First
of all,
about your
I
wood,
am going to ask for a blanket roll on Leon's part, because there is something about the following that his character would definitely be paying attention to. So, can Leon give me a scrap salvage roll? Because this is exactly what this thing is about.
Well, I'm gonna load into the game, and I do kind of want a buff, a positive modifier to this one because I am watching your stream, so I'm trying to pay attention to
it. No buffs.
Unsubscribe. Down like.
Yeah, unsubscribed.
Yeah,
reported for plagiarism. I don't know. Demonetized.
Well, I'm just trying to do a very modern version of bribing the GM.
Look, there's only one true way to bribe the GM, and that's with food. We all know this.
Say Toffles.
Well, going on to subscribing to a Patreon probably would help.
It's not even worth. Literally, I don't think anyone's ever looked at the Patreon page.
No,
I don't care.
I don't think Patreon works for me.
Honestly, I haven't ever. I've posted 2 blog posts there, basically oh, I've got a Patreon now, and then I've left it alone because I just don't. Whatever. I'm too small to be Why would anyone even give a crap about? Anyway.
Well, that's probably more a thing that you'll do.
But I did sell some legitimate merch. One of my merch shirts has sold.
What did it say?
It just says
Which
merch. Just the word merch across the center of it. And someone bought it.
What's the company that Elon Musk has? The Boring Company.
Yeah.
Boring Company?
It's just a meme in itself.
Yeah.
It's just okay.
But someone bought that from my shit, so I don't care. I'm done.
Was it international?
Germany, of all places.
I suppose that kind of makes sense, you know. I suppose if you start selling socks, the word socks on there, you get a big fucking market out there.
Socks. You know what? That's going to be my next line.
A sock word just says sock on it.
Anyway, so Mim, can Leon do the thing what I said you do?
Yeah. And I am 4 under.
4 under. Woof.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Was not expecting 4 under.
We win the game.
Well, it's because
Let me just figure out what that means, because it's probably going to mean something gargantuan for you, and you're probably going to flip your lid. So I need to work it out.
Please don't. I don't want to try to flip something. And
No,
then
flip
break
your lid in a good way. So.
Yeah.
Toss your bonnet, mate.
Yeah, let's do it as that. So, what do things weigh?
Things weigh. They weigh an amount.
Holy crap!
Relative to a black hole?
Holy crap!
To a
so,
neutron star.
I just found HMS Victory like parked up.
No, you've been burning wood now for best part of nearly 2 months.
True.
There we have.
I have been thinking about that a couple of times, but wouldn't say anything.
Aside from the scraps of unusable ash and other detritus that are the results of burning wood, Leon has managed to gather 30 pounds of usable charcoal.
Oh, that's cool.
Now I just need a equal amount of saltpeter and.
But that's a gargantuan weight of charcoal.
That's so much.
Hang on, let me write that down.
So yeah, 30 pounds of charcoal.
Pounds.
30. Imagine what a pound of charcoal would look like. Like.
Yeah, that's large, isn't it?
That's about 16, 17 kilos of. Like a.
Is stored.
So, yeah, your scrap salvage has given you that, because you've diligently been going through the wastes to try and pull out the good stuff, and you've managed to get quite a lot by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So here's a question.
Hello.
All that ash. Can I have the ash?
Any residual nonsense you're welcome to try and derive stuff from if you can. What would its purpose be?
I know.
Yeah, that's nice.
Is fertilizer.
Is what?
Fertilizer.
Oh, right. Absolutely, you can store that away to create some kind of nutrient enrichment nonsense.
I don't know what I'm rolling against, but I got a 9.
In terms of ash, here's the thing. I've got to kind of work out how much ash there would now be.
Ketchum?
It's somewhere between 0 and ketchum.
Ketchum.
Well, the thing is, you don't even. This is literally a byproduct that you're just collecting. So Leon had to roll because he was looking for something very specific. He was trying to pull out the proper charcoal.
Oh, fair enough.
So you can just collect the remnants, and of that, there will be. Hang on. I'm going to say there's 200 pounds, like in just
Nice.
waste.
200 pounds?
Like,
Jeez.
Awesome. That's so good, though.
That is so fucking
Well, depending on what we're.
So you're talking of like 2 of those big barrels probably filled.
Good stuff.
So now I have to ask you about how are you doing fertilizer? Do I need specific fertilizer, or does fertilizer fall under a broad
Fertilizer
You know.
in the suit, everything is pseudo magical in Fallout World. So as long as
Okay,
you
so it's just a
can,
modifier.
yeah, as long as you can come up with the reasoning and the reason and rhyme as to how a thing that you have got is going to improve what you're doing, then you just say, okay, well I've collected all this fucking ash, I'm gonna mix it down with some fucking, I don't know,
Dirt.
yeah, dirt and
Just throw it on the
some
dirt.
nitrates or something, and bam, I've got fertilizer. I'll give you a bonus because of it. So yeah,
Okay.
and that would come under your gardening role for when you're like, well, I want to do a thing. So gardening has a
Also, I could probably assist them in making a better fertilizer because it is basically chemistry, which
yeah.
if
I mean, it's all about
I do have chemistry.
yeah. I mean,
I do have
Vulcan's
chemistry.
a clever motherfucker.
No,
While the
Yeah, I get
discussion's going
lucky.
on, you hear DeHaas coming from the toilet and just flushing it.
The toilet, by the way, has no plumbing, so it doesn't flush.
where do you have chemistry?
There is a skills note card to the left of my learned
He has
skills.
additional skills.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. So you have okay. Well, then you and I can do chemistry at the same level, so we would be able to assist each other quite well.
So, given that me and him have chemistry at the same level, does that help us if we're both trying to learn it higher?
No.
Okay, so you have to be higher.
Yeah,
and then
stymied
you
by
can-
the
okay.
same concept that without being better than someone, you cannot teach them anything.
Okay.
But so you've
I'm
got.
just hoping like a group.
No, I understand what you're on about, like the group study aspect of it.
Okay.
But in the big picture, the learning mechanics I'm running on are pretty fucking basic. And honestly, I've upgraded the learning mechanics from the book because in the book it's just like, "Arr!" So I thought, well, I want something more than that.
So how much? So what was it? 30 pounds.
You've got 30 pounds of good usable charcoal. And then anything you
Okay.
didn't have was basically considered ashen waste, which has been collected by Vulcan.
Yeah. Okay. I was converting in the wrong direction. I have about 13 kilos.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah.
it's a monumental. I mean, when you consider that this is
That's so much fucking.
yeah, it's stuff that you've classified as holy crap. This is gonna be usable in gunpowders and other, equal application. It's good
Rich.
quality charcoal. So
Yeah. Rich, just a quick question, just off the cuff. Do you know what percentage charcoal actually plays in the part of making black powder?
I don't care because I have a thing written down that tells me how it works in game.
Okay.
That's all that matters.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm looking at the formula right now, and in real world, charcoal is about 15% of it. That is a stupid amount of black powder I can make.
It's like I say, that is the quantity you have is fucking gargantuan for what you want to do with it. Anyway, so that's the first important thing. The second important thing, you've burnt a fuck ton of wood, and your 1 cord's worth of wood is looking pretty diminutive right now. i.e., you've probably got like another couple of weeks left of burn time out of that pile.
Okay.
We should probably go get more wood then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's load up a trip to the pharmacy.
So another thing,
Viagra.
charcoal can be used for other things such as poisonings.
Yes.
Certain types of poisonings.
That is a thing.
Would I know that? A lot. I ask you because a lot of my stuff is related to herbs, but I'm a doctor and a physician.
You would
I
have
think,
to be
as well.
defaulting the knowledge. It's not something you're
Okay.
intimately aware of, so it would be defaulting knowledge.
So that's IQ -4.
I would allow you to go.
This would be if we're looking in real stuff. This would be a physician type thing. a physician would know about things that would
Well, let me just explain.
get rid of
Physician
poison.
is, in GURPSian language, the upgraded version of the Fallout first aid, I believe, if I'm reading my book correctly.
Oh, I thought it was first aid, doctor, physician,
hang on.
surgery.
I'll just check this out because I want. Make sure I'm doing things right. Hang on. So, physician. Pilot. Physician. This is the ability to aid the sick and injured, prescribe drugs and care, make a skill roll to hasten natural recovery from injury, and whenever a GM requires a test to roll against medical competence or knowledge, apply physiology modifiers. So, yeah, this is the GURPSian upgrade of what Fallout classifies first aid.
Given what you just read to me, that sounds like something that I would know. I would be aware of.
I mean, yeah, you'd be aware of it, but at the defaulted knowledge of, I mean, either your IQ, physician as it's appropriate. I mean, honestly, going off your IQ would be the easiest way, because I believe...
Yeah, I gotta roll a 10.
Let me just check. So yeah, there is actually a skill for poisons, and that defaults on IQ -6, chemistry -5, pharmacy -3, or physician -3. So your physician counts as a 10, whereas your intelligence would count as an 8.
Okay.
So yes, you can have the understanding and the capability to comprehend that can be poisonous, but you aren't yet adequately properly skilled in, like, I can make it poisonous. You can thank GURPS for being a dick.
No, I want to remove poisons.
Oh,
it
right.
Wouldn't be to poison anyone.
So acting so as a charcoal sort of
yeah, like you take too much alcohol.
so
you get the charcoal.
you do bloop bloop bloop, and then and it can also be used, I believe, to minimize radiation from consumed items, because you basically,
I believe so,
get rid of it.
That is a thing, because they do insert a charcoal rod into a power plant in order to stop the reaction.
So contemplate on that.
What?
Put it this way: I
You
would
mean
allow
nuclear
you to
reactor?
I would allow you to use some of his decent charcoal to
You just
create
said it was
a
high
better
quality about
Badaway.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You did say high quality before you said decent. I'm sticking with the first one.
Decent, high quality. It's not shitty stuff. Basically, there's two grades. There's shitty stuff and there's good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Because he rolled well.
Okay, Rich, in making black powder,
Hello.
how strict is GURPS? Because right now I am reading the thing, like the way to make the different components of it, and it is it is a bit of a process. So I'm just thinking, how much of a dick is GURPS to this?
I would have to find some kind of GURPSian fucking book on black powder. I have in front of me my own scraped from Fallout, and I think also from some GURPS stuff, but I haven't got a reference. But I have a recipe card of how I'm handling it currently in game.
Okay. Because right now, if we're doing real world style, I need Frosty to find some animals to domesticate.
It is semi-realistic, I will say that.
Okay, but in terms of that, because Leon would know this, so I am asking to be told.
So for gunpowder, i.e. the component of bullet, I have a requirement of fertilizer, unsurprisingly. Someone has already managed to make fertilizer. From the basically that's for nitrates. So I'm working on the concept that you would refine fertilizer to form some form of nitrate base. Instead of using fertilizers, you can try and do a similar refinement from what I've classified as any hazardous chemical. So in the big old table of crap that you can find, there are several things marked as hazardous chemical. And if any of those come across, you can attempt to refine them for their nitrates.
Okay.
So along with some form of nitrate base, you're going to need useful charcoal, which you have a fuck ton of, and then either fertilizer again. I'm not sure why I've included it twice, but I know I did all this with good reason. So basically, fertilizer can be refined into two different parts of gunpowder I've got. Sulfur.
You need sulfur, charcoal, and some kind of nitrates.
Yeah. So, or you can have raw sulfur, which can be found in the world. There is possible to get sulfur in the Fallout, well, in my table of Fallout at least. So there are sources of sulfur. So sulfur, nitrates, charcoal. And then I have some mix ratios in front of me, which I won't immediately tell you.
What the ratios of making black powder?
Yes, because I have some ratios written down, which I'm going to adhere to.
Leon has made bullets before, so he would know how to make them.
You've made bullets before?
Yeah, I've made ammo before.
I will allow it because you did start the game with armory small guns.
It's one of his main contribution in the world is the fact that he's like, I am trying to be like I'm trying to be like Nobel, whereas like I created something that killed a lot of people. I should try to make something good instead.
Okay. Well, within the ratios, basically fertilizer goes 4:1 to its useful components. Charcoal goes 5:4 to a bullet component.
I'm gonna need damn it. I'm gonna need another one of these. Can I just have like one of these that just?
Again, I can't. I'm not making more infinite lists because it breaks.
Infinitely things can be annoying sometimes.
Yeah, it's just like right now. I just wanted one of these. That's whoa. What the? Oh, you're deleting stuff of it. Whoa. Okay. Thanks. Cool. No. You just made me happy.
There's a bunch of them. So yeah, fertilizer goes 4:1 to its useful components. Charcoal goes 5:4, and then sulfur is also 5:4. Chemicals can go 2:1 because they're basically a more concentrated form of what you're looking for.
But the problem we have with this is that that's black powder.
Yes, but it's also the only way I've got of making any kind of relevant firearm, because you do not have the manufacturing process of making high-density cordite materials. You simply cannot make that by hand.
So black powder was 5:1?
Fertilizer 4:1 of either component.
That's 4:1. What did you say about charcoal?
Charcoal is 5:4.
Okay, so okay.
So with all the charcoal you have, you could make
just about 20 kilos of black powder. No, I'm sorry. About 16 kilos. 16, 17 kilos about black powder.
24 pounds of effective black powder component. And again, you'd need the other components to then mix down and yada yada blah blah blah.
So to recap, if right now the recipe as it is right now, I just need these two components to make.
The other component you can potentially use is hazardous chemicals, and that goes 2-to-1 to nitrates. Yep. So the fertilizer can either be nitrate or sulfur, and obviously raw sulfur is the best form of sulfur you can get. So if you can get raw sulfur, then blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And that's what I have on my recipe card.
Okay, so currently right now, if I had enough fertilizer, I would be able to make about 9 kilos of black powder. Which I wonder how much actually goes into.
That is a mondo amount. So the gunpowder that you are making here actually upscales into the amount of bullets it creates. So the process to bullets, everything to make black powder scales it down. But because each bullet is tiny, ideal in reload quantities, when you make your ammunition type, the gunpowder is a 1-to-2. So for every 1 pound of gunpowder you put in, you're effectively working. Bye! Sorry.
Bye!
Yeah.
See ya! Nice.
Yeah, you're effectively working to get 2 components out. So it's downscaled and then upscaled, but the scaling is deliberately done in such a way that A, it should be fair on how much components you need, and B, it provides at least some challenge to get the requirements to it.
Okay.
Um,
Oh my god! Right now I'm just for the fun of it, I decided just to look up the actual. If I just made it real world style, and that would be divided by 40.
This stuff just reminds me of Fallout New Vegas, where you could make your own bullets as well.
I've partially used that for information.
I used that so much, I would always buy up all the primers.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. You're like,
everything.
I'm buying primers, I'm buying
Yep.
shirt. Yeah. Gosh, all the time.
Gunpowder.
Like
Yeah.
so, like, oh, you've got a jar of black powder. Yoink.
Yep. Or the ammo that I wouldn't use, I would just take apart and.
Yep.
Here's lead, powder, and primers.
Yep. Think of that process from Fallout New Vegas. That's kind of where I've aimed this.
I like that they put that in. That was kind of cool because it didn't really matter what kind of ammo you found. It was always useful.
Yeah, you could
always
get
take all the
something
ammo.
out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I've aimed this process. So.
Okay. Just as a.
You're right, Mim. Do we need to like get the coronavirus doctors round there or something? You're coughing a lot.
Yeah, I definitely need to get some of that vaccine. No, it's just it for some reason it's just like stupidly cold in my bedroom. So whenever I wake up, I just have like the hoarsest throat ever. But no, I just using just quick Google napkin math. If I was able to use every ounce of that black powder, I would like the 9 kilos I could make. I would be close to making just what's that 28 shells short of 3,500
Yeah.
12-gauge shotgun shells.
I'm going to ask you to dampen your spirits a bit on that.
Yeah, I know.
Shotgun shells have quite a lot.
That's why I was using shotgun shells, because at the moment, they're the biggest fast-consuming ammo we have.
But
Other than, of course, fucking.
We should not sell any of our ammo because you can just take the primers and the powder out of it, and if you find a way to melt lead, then you can fill up the Haas's bullets again.
What? No, the
Or
Haas's
his
bullets are just.
cartridges.
The Haas's bullets is basically close to being magic.
Yeah, the bullets he has are considered the actual bullets for the gun, so he would have found, like De Haas, probably from his old military position from back in the day, but he would have been given those bullets as part of his.
Well, yeah, but if he keeps the shells and you put new primers and powder in it, and
The trouble is
have
that I've already discussed this with Mim. The bullets that De Haas has are considered like tungsten carbide tipped, like fucking gooch bullets.
oh,
So
Yeah.
you
like
cannot.
Stavo rounds or something.
Yeah, you cannot just plonk some lead in a mold and get the same kind of
No,
bullet.
it's like the only thing I would be able to do. I would be able to maybe replicate the shape of it, but there's no way I can replicate
Yeah, but
the
you could
power of
just make ball ammo then instead of the tungsten ones that might
They'd
have
be
a little less
shittier.
armor piercing, but that's it.
Yeah. It would still some bullets better than.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
I'm not arguing that at all. Yeah, you could definitely recreate a less beneficial bullet.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
would use the
that's all
same
we need.
shells, and it's better than having no ammo.
Yeah.
But
You
but
could then you'd be
Amelia,
a Vulcan. You don't want to be
Amelia,
a
do you know
Vulcan.
what I really am missing? There's a key component I am missing to be able to do that.
Yeah, a kiln or something.
A forge. My forge.
You know, you have charcoal now, so all you need is a few bricks, and then you can start building your forge.
No,
Live by
if
the river, so you can get clay to make molds.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
And
sure,
then
like,
just heat it.
no, I would burn through so much stuff from that. It's in order to get something up to a hot enough temperature that I could either like mold, I could like liquefy it, or even.
Lead. It's just lead. Lead doesn't need very high temperature.
Very soft.
All right, find me lead. So far, I have steel, which I can hardly use.
Well, over here they make the roof liners out of lead. Like gigantic strips of it.
They do, but you're living in a post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland where many other people would have contemplated that.
Also, this is Germany.
I'm
Yeah, it's pretty
moderately sure
close.
that the German housing probably has a similar architectural design format.
But yeah, you could at least try to do a scavenge for it. Maybe you'll find a
Oh,
strip of lead.
Considering that it suddenly came into realization how much charcoal I have to make black powder. Oh yeah, I definitely want to do that. Again, everything I want is just for us to be more self-sufficient in a.
Yeah, but also remember that there's a forest right next to us, and we can actually, you can make devices that are specifically meant to make charcoal. This is just what you have left over from our fire burning the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. I never considered the amount of charcoal we were producing.
But we can also just straight up go have Quinn chop another tree down or two.
Yeah.
And then you set up a device to actually convert the wood into
You just
charcoal, which
burn
is
it
just burning it without oxygen.
with not enough oxygen,
And
then
then
you get
that
charcoal.
creates charcoal.
I have absolute admiration of your charcoal kiln desires, but I will state the amount of charcoal you have is already substantial.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but for running I guess it can be a fairly small thing because you're just melting lead. Because you're not gonna jacket them with copper or anything, so
At first.
I think isn't the copper jacketing only to make them a bit more humane?
No, copper jacketing is a fundamental part of designing a firearm, well, a modern firearm bullet.
Well, yeah, but isn't that because otherwise it completely they use it for ammunition to shoot people instead of animals? Because as far as I know, like hunting ammunition is just lead,
Um,
Uh,
no jackets.
yeah, I mean, for the most part, you can just make a lead bullet, and it will be a lead bullet. The reason that specific bullet formats are designed is if you want to make either a more destructive or more streamlined bullet form. So, depending on the bullet's application, so some bullets
also,
need to
I,
punch
I
through things, whereas other bullets need to damage things.
Well, yeah, you wrap a steel core bullet in copper or it damages your barrel. But they also have lead wrapped in copper, and what I remember from it, that's just to make it so that the bullet doesn't do as much damage, because you're supposed to injure your enemies, not kill them or something. That's somewhere
you
in
would
some kind
also
of convention.
you would also encase it in copper so it doesn't tear itself apart during flight. Like if I put a lead bullet into the Haas's gun with
I've
with the
never
same
heard
shell.
about that, but
No, that is
I
a
guess I
thing.
can look
It's a
that up.
good thing, and in fact, it's a thing that I'd forgotten until he mentioned it. It's possible for a firearm to have so much grain of um, cordite, or in this case, black powder, that the firearm's muzzle velocity is so great that it just disintegrates lead shot. So instead of firing a bullet, it would go and just break apart into a mist of lead.
Wouldn't say a mist, but yeah,
No,
near
but
enough.
comparable to a solid shell, it's basically.
Yeah. But yeah, again, but definitely.
But again, temper your expectations. None of this game is supposed to be hyper realistic.
Yeah, that's why I asked about the whole black powder thing, because otherwise I would be starting asking everybody to shit and piss in a specific bucket so I could distill it to make nitrate out of it, because that is a way to make phosphorus nitrate is not phosphorus nitrate. Yeah, to make nitrate is actually through
Oh,
waste, which is
it's
why I
not.
wanted.
It's not because the bullet comes apart. It's because it deposits too much metal in the gun's bore. It doesn't disintegrate. It just clogs up your
I
bore
have
with
read
lead,
somewhere about
apparently.
basically soft shell bullets exploding upon being shot out of a muzzle at too high a velocity. I've definitely
So
Mhm.
read
just
that
turned it
somewhere.
into a shotgun.
Less effective than a shotgun, actually.
Yeah, because a shotgun would.
Gary shotgun.
I mean, yeah, at a short distance, it would be pretty fucking scary, but the point of like things like your rifle, for instance, are designed to fire a high velocity bullet very, very far.
Yeah. It would just be like, why are you standing so close to me with a rifle? That's not how it works.
Boom.
It's a shotgun rifle.
Anyway, look again.
So we need wood.
Not hyper realistic.
Hmm.
There
No,
is pseudo realism in play here. So, aside from all the contemplations of that nonsense, today.
Oh yeah, the weather report.
Today.
We're starting a new day.
Yeah, I believe we've finished the previous day. I've got, in fact, yeah.
Yeah.
Frosty has 4 allocations of things, so it's a new day. Today is comparatively warm. And whilst it says dry, that doesn't forego the fact that it's fucking snowing out there. And it's heavy snow today. The ground coverage is going to be about 9 mil.
9 millimeters?
Yep, which along with the fact that it's already ground covered means that it's just compounding an already snowy exterior.
You know, we can forget about laying cable until the spring comes.
Yeah, that's kind of why I want to make a jump to spring as well.
I've got a suggestion.
What?
We make a snow plow. We make snow barriers. Hashtag roadblock. Armored position.
Put the machine gun on top?
Exactly.
When you start firing your whole barricade falls apart.
That snow is radioactive.
Oh yeah, the
so-
snow is
Yeah,
radioactive.
let's go and build in the snow. Oh, my hands are melting.
So, like, our Geiger counter is
Oh,
going to
talking
you
of
doing?
Geiger counter, today the tick rate is slightly up.
Inside as well?
Yes.
Oh. That's terrible.
It is. It's pretty.
Maybe there's just a glowing one a few blocks away.
Let me just have a look at my RNG and see if that's even possible. No, 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 and no. Sorry, no glowing ones.
Okay.
So, what's the plan here? It is cold. In fact, what is the average temperature today? The average is going to be 5 with a high of 11, but overnight is well below 0. So going out in the morning or evening is going to be problematic for you guys.
I thought you said it was warm.
Yeah, for the time of year, that's actually quite warm.
Vulcan is not going outside.
No, I think Vulcan's probably throwing an extra log onto his little campfire. Just this is the kind of weather. I mean, you haven't got any true central heating, and like most of the windows in this place are wrecked. The building, whilst it's intact, is still an actual ruin. So even inside, you can probably still see your breath clouding, and you've got lots of layers of whatever you can find as clothing. What do you want to do then?
Hang on. What do I still have for training? Oh,
Um,
just scrounging.
Yep, you've recently completed your e-pistol. I've got. You've got scrounging, and your computer hacking had finished as well. So yes, just scrounging.
How long does it take to train the pistol to level 13?
Let me look at my magic thing, and I will tell you. Studying. So you want to learn an easy skill. Your character's learning skill is 12. I'd learn it to 13.
Yep.
It would take you. When are we? What's the date today? 8th. So
7.
I've got 8th today. 7th was yesterday.
Are we having this problem again?
It's not a problem because I've got the 8th.
I got another gap in my. Are you just counting 2
No.
weeks wrong or something? Am I counting it?
I've got literally the day yesterday when you managed to have your traps and various other things, and some other things happened, nature and mimics clearing went to. So things have happened according to this on the 7th,
Really?
according to my log.
It's not part of the fast forwards.
Not according to this. I've got the 7th, and today is the 8th.
Well, I have nothing on the 7th. Did we even finish the 7th then?
Let me just double check this. I don't want to make
What
the
did I
Amelia.
do on the 7th?
No, I don't want to make the Amelia angry, so let me just.
I'm not angry.
Just fucking disappointed.
Let's do that. So the day on which you finished was the 23rd. So the first day of your fast forwarding was the 24th.
Yep, that's correct.
And that means that. Hello. Why are you sneaking up on me again?
Scare the shit out of it.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
she's
you.
supposed to say hello.
No, she's trying to feed me.
Oh, boo-hoo!
Wait,
but
trying?
No, but she does so in a way that she deliberately comes right up next to me, outside of my peripheral vision, until the very last moment, and then just stands there ominously.
So she startles you.
No, you do so silently and stand just at the very edge of my peripheral vision.
And
As
does
you
she
should.
have food? Did she bring food?
No, she's come up to offer me food. Thank you.
But did she bring it with her the first time? Right?
They've been there for
You're
ages.
talking.
Sorry, what was the what?
Did she have the food with her when she
No.
startled you?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, if I did that to Frosty and I was holding food, he would not get startled. He would just, well, maybe a
Well,
little
first
bit,
off,
but
I
then
would
he would
smell the
forget
food.
right away because he would see the food and start on it.
Right, so the first... Oh, God. The first day was December 24th, Christmas Eve.
Yep,
And that means that 14 days after it is January 6th.
that's correct.
So the first day of your day after was January 7th.
That's correct too.
And I've got things... Unless is that... That shouldn't be... Screw
What
it.
did I do on the
January
7th?
7th. It's January... I don't care. Look, it's January... If you want it January 7th, it's now January 7th. I no longer care.
Good. I'm glad we cleared that up.
Fuck's sake, can we play the game now?
Really doesn't matter. It's just a contemplation of what scale of things is happening. I don't care.
It's Snozzberry Day today.
Yes, it's frickin' Snozzberry Day.
What's Snozzberry?
Exactly.
God damn it, move on.
It's Wibble.
It is. It's Lord Wiblington Day of
Ah.
Warbleflub. Right, anyway, so.
I
It's
just had a
snowing.
thought.
It is. Hello.
I did too.
If over this time and period, it would take longer than that. I should say that the circumnavigation of the moon around the Earth and the Earth's distance from the sun, if that increases, decreases, then you may have a relapse in days in the year, therefore less days.
Also, the nuclear bombs shoved the Earth out of its rotation, so the year is now altered by 13
Have
hours.
you both had strokes?
I'm
Can
the
we just go
GM.
back
It's
to-
my rule.
Can we just go back
Fair enough.
about weird British words day?
No.
They were Snozzberries is from Willy Wonka.
Yeah, but the other wibbly wobbly, I don't know, things that sounded
Wibbly
British.
wobbly woo.
British word day.
Wibbly
I'm
wobbly
making it
woo.
that.
That's
Vulcan training skills.
Vulcan. But more to the point. Do we want to engage in further advancements of time, regardless of whether or not it's going to upset Amelia's timekeeping
We
thing?
can't.
Spring,
We have to get
yes.
more wood first.
Spring.
I will say you are going to need more wood if you're going to do a time advancement, because otherwise.
I would suggest having a time advancement with roles in between, because having a couple of months just being dependent on one role would be potentially so bad. That would be disastrous.
Well, that, and don't forget, I've now got it so that time can be. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've got the thing so that time can now be stopped by stuff in the world. So my time chart has a stopper thing. So it's not all doom and gloom.
Well, it's more in case of, okay, you're gonna advance 2 months or 3 months or whatever, and I'm rolling for scraps and I missed my target. So that's potentially 3 months of materials I would miss due to that.
But don't forget though, when you're checking in time scale, you do so with what I'm taking as an averaged over the time effect. So even like a -4 failure on your skill will probably still get you stuff. It's only like the last time we did a time advance, there were only 2 things that failed.
We should probably not do whole months.
I don't mind doing months. I was just thinking.
I don't know. I think 2 weeks is already stretching it.
Let's do a week at a time.
Well, currently 2
Well, no,
weeks is
2
enough.
weeks. 2 weeks works, but that's kind of the limit, if you ask me.
2 weeks will get you through your pile of wood that you have.
Mm.
But bearing in mind what I said about the rads, you are looking at basically any form of time advancement now. You'll come out the other side and have to do a endurance check.
So the rads here are so much higher that over my 60-year life, I would have the same level in this 2 weeks as I would have had my whole life.
Without metagaming too hard, your time in this area, in this locale, has around about doubled the amount of rads you had from when you were just living in Torgau.
So there was less rads in Torgau.
There was less rads in Torgau.
At least, but still, people left to go to a place where it's. God. It really shows that people don't want what's good for them.
Well, the problem is with Torgau is the soil had spoiled in the area and nothing was growing.
Yeah.
Imagine if we got
soiled
radiated
the
turnips
soil.
now the size of fucking cars. That'd be kind of
What?
cool. I was saying, if we have radiation in the soil, the turnips might be the size of vehicles.
Why is that the first thing you go for is a turnip?
Because it
Why
grows
not?
Discovery,
underground.
innit?
Yeah, I mean, turnips, why not?
Super easy to
Okay,
grow.
fair enough. I thought it was more like comedic effect, but there's actually a legitimate reason. Now I feel stupid.
Turnip.
But
So we need wood.
we need some
Or
wood
we can burn some charcoal.
and all the different kinds of things that we can find and get to it. One of the things I really want to get done learning, is the body armor thing, so I could more easily repair and also maybe create better armor.
Did you say how long it took to get my energy pistol to 13?
I was about to come back to that in between mouths of stew.
Oh yeah, that's why it stopped.
So, shortly in early February or thereabouts.
And I can leech off Quinn's battery to do this.
So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that you're not wasting ammo on the act of training your laser pistol.
Well, you did make me roll for it once.
Yeah, it was just for dramatic effect mostly.
Okay. Then I'm going to start training that to 13.
If you'd have failed on a crit roll, I might have taken 1 point of ammo away, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. For your training, I'm considering it a non-costly event.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's far too harsh on your ammo reserves.
Yeah.
Right, let me add that in. E-pistol training to 13.
I've added it too. Then that will be my first thing of the day.
Done. So in the cold of the morning, you're going to go to the back of the shed and just...
Yep, and when I get too cold, I go back inside. Stay warm. And I will use Quinn's battery.
Easily done. Anyone else want to volunteer what their character might be up to in the cold, cold morning?
What, we're preparing for a time skip?
Well, Amelia's just zapping her pistol off at the moment, so... Well, Ruby is, at least.
Well, since it's stupidly cold and there's no point in going outside until at least midday, I will be working on body armor. I'll be studying the Hass's Tesla armor.
The indices of his highly advanced Tesla armor.
Yes, because I want to be able to make it better and possibly make even better armor than strapping pots and pans to our faces.
Hey, don't doubt pots and pans.
Well, I've never been a fan of Player Unknown, so.
Spec's nice helmet. That'd be kind of cool. Just a K63 Atlan helmet.
Well,
take a bazooka to the face.
Russia's
Everything's
not that
okay.
far away.
Let's be
I'm
honest.
sure travelling to Russia in the winter from Germany can't be a bad thing.
It's all. It's like 2 previous fucking empires tried to do it. Hashtag Napoleon. Hashtag short guy with funny mustache.
Let's not talk about Jonas that way.
Okay. Hey, his mustache was epic.
So, armor training, that's pistol training. What else?
Is this for everyone else, or is this just for Amelia?
For everyone else. I mean, let's wrap
Okay.
up the morning.
Yeah.
Just skill training.
Anything at random?
No, what is whatever I've got on the list?
Yep. I'll just take one at random and deduct a thing.
The Hass will be actually doing a bit of work today.
Hello.
Some of the rubble that was cleared away from the building.
Yes.
Where is it? Like, where's it?
Where do you guys want to be dumping out? I presumed you were just chucking it on the rest of the crap outside, because literally outside, most of the buildings around you are just rubble. So I'd assumed that you're just throwing more rubble onto that.
You want to build barricades.
Get out of my head.
I like that idea.
So I mean, I could start. Is there more clearing to be cleared?
There is still mess in the back of the room, yes.
Okay. Then I'll be exercising Barricadius Maximus to. I mean, what's used to scoop this stuff apart from a bucket that has a hole in it?
Mostly you're just either handballing it or just, like, picking it up with, like, whatever crap you might that can carry it.
We
don't
pot and
really
pans
have
somewhere, haven't we?
a wheelbarrow or anything of that ilk.
Let's have a look.
I have a tarp.
So yeah, dragging it out on the
It's a
tarp
bit of
or
a
whatever.
waste of a tarp, isn't it?
No, but use it, put some stuff on it, drag it out, throw it off, go back.
Wouldn't that damage it?
Yeah, not significantly.
Cool. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be building barricades, however long it takes to do barricadius things.
With the rough materials that you're using to form a barricade significant enough for the streets that you're currently occupying, it will take you 8 slots of building to build one barricade.
Okay. Well, the concept I've got in mind is literally just a little barricade outside our door, like kind of like a semicircle, but a gap in the middle.
So like a little, like, private, like, little, don't come in my door without fucking, yeah. In which case you can do that in just one slime tot.
Which is what I will be doing.
Give me a strength check then to see how much crap you move out of the back room. Oh, crap.
I failed by 2. Hang on. Let me just look at something. Am I doing this thing by myself?
Yes.
For now.
Well, you didn't ask for help, so.
You
Which-
probably don't even know what the hell you're doing. Just
Not
oh,
just
he's,
yet, but eventually it'll probably become
he's
clear.
taking the stuff outside. Oh, that's nice.
My
Clean.
bionic arm, when using this arm, right, you have a +2 strength to max of 14, so that's a pass.
I'll allow that. You have a bionic arm, so yeah, this is a little bit easier for you than most other humans would find it. In which case, roll 1d6 for me. Good roll.
Don't know if that's good or bad.
That's
Okay,
good.
it's good.
Yep, you've cleared it down. There's only about 1/5 of the crap remaining at the back of the room from when you first began this shite.
Okay.
And no roll to do a little barricade because it's going to be pretty rudimentary. Just putting shit into a pile that's relatively defensive, so it's not like it's going to be an architectural feat of engineering. Make a note somewhere that you've developed that if you need to reference it for any reason.
Okay. Better idea. Ah,
Num num num.
there you go. Made a barricade.
Well, it's not truly a barricade, but I like what you've done.
So we just use this as a template, so
I will
scribble
have
on maybe.
door barricade I'll put here. Oh, added a little note.
And that'll be my morning segment, I presume.
Yes, that is the morning. So it's less treacherously cold in the Latvian morning.
Word. What did she put in the stew, mate?
Beef.
Oof. I'm just saying because
Beef
it's
stew.
affecting your.
No, it's just me not being able to talk. I'm apparently some kind of idiot. No, it's just a normal beefy oniony stew. So, let me see if the world hates you.
Of course it does.
The world does
That's
not
not
hate
up
you.
for questioning.
Well, currently the world does not hate you.
What
Carry
is the
on.
world coming to?
Yeah.
What's next?
So, is it now warm enough to go outside without too much trouble?
Let me just check the scale of that, and I will give you a definitive answer. Mm. And that's 16. So, I reckon that's probably There. 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 So, the temperature outside is now tolerable with a simple endurance check.
What happens if you fail the endurance check?
Fatigue loss.
Oh, just the fatigue loss. Okay. Well, then Ruby's gonna.
Talking of fatigue loss, actually, I forgot to. I don't know if did I link it in Discord about the extra
Yeah.
effort concept.
Uh-huh.
So, although the extra effort thing I linked was based around combat, if at any point you want to push your character to be exerting themselves, basically, then you can voluntarily take fatigue loss to achieve things at a greater scope.
Hmm.
Like training?
Probably not training, because training is unless you were doing like physical training, i.e., like trying to like
Cardio, you know, something
But
like that.
sat down thinking hard about how people don't want to hurt themselves isn't going to be something I would allow to effortify. So yes, it's down to me saying yes or no, but it applies
So
to stuff.
could I put an extra effort into furious masturbation?
You could. No benefit from it, but you definitely could.
I'm gonna break this record before the new year.
Roll a will save. Maybe. What's your erotic art level?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
Well, there is a perk for Kama Sutra, you know.
Exactly. You know what? Oh no, I don't have a perk point yet. Never mind. Later.
Ruby goes up to Leon. Leon,
Okay.
maybe we should go get some more wood.
Yeah, that could be a thing. And like that's been so long since we went out and gathered wood.
Yeah.
Off game wasn't the wood found by Arnica?
No, we used Quinn to chop the trees down
Chainsaw.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
and
Yeah,
to pull the cart.
back into game. Yeah, we should definitely go get some of that, especially since it's just getting colder and colder. So
Yeah. Right. Then I guess we'll do that now.
yeah,
That's
it's
okay
midday,
with you.
so it's a bit warmer now, and I'm guessing we will just do the
It's
same as last
mid-morning.
time. Just go chop
Yeah. Get the
foresty
cart.
trees, use Quinn, and just might be a good thing though. Also to get the chainsaw revving so it doesn't like deteriorate.
Mm-hmm. Well, and get all the bits of human flesh out of it and stuff.
Lubricant. What are you on about?
Just turn it on, it just goes. It's just splatter stuff out that's stuck inside. It's just like clean, and Quinn just go clean.
Because I think the last thing that was cut with it was a bandit clean in half or something.
Something
I
along.
think you might be right.
Could you guys, when you're out, keep an eye out for a willow tree?
A willow tree?
Yes.
I hand Vulcan some paper and a pseudo pencil.
I refuse to believe you don't know what a willow tree looks like if you're
No.
over the age of 5. But here.
Maybe this has red willow trees where those long things
long
go
there's
up
potential
instead of
that's
down.
I didn't
They
think
don't
about
hang
that.
anymore, they just grow up.
Also,
Are there willow trees in Germany?
There are willow trees over here, so I imagine they are in Germany too.
also looking at Vulcan there, I might know what a willow tree is when I see it. I don't know what it's called. Looking a bit condescending to him.
Well, you know, I mean, how old are you?
Leon, what is he like?
It looks like this.
I think Leon's about, what,
I don't know.
30 or something? Like half? I can't even
I
remember.
need, I need
Leon
its
is
bark.
in his late 20s.
You need
So
what?
I need some of its bark.
You need bark?
And if there are any pine trees, could you take some of their needles for me? You do
Sure.
know what a pine tree is, don't you? A little bit of a horrible, condescending look back at you.
Charitable condescension.
Yeah.
Yes, charitable. Like, do I need? He picks up the whatever I used to draw and is like, then looks over at Ruby, like, you know what a pine tree is, right, dear?
A pine tree? The
Yeah.
ones with the needles.
Yeah. Could you
Well,
point one of those out?
you said
We
you
need
wanted
one of those too.
I don't need the bark from that one. I need the needles.
Okay.
But I need the bark from the willow tree. That's very important. And if you can't remember about the pine needles, remember about the bark if you find a willow tree.
Uh-huh.
So, do I need to make a roll to draw them?
No, a simple.
Leon looks over and Vulcan saying, "No, you don't need to draw a pine tree because you said it has needles, and there's kind of like only one kind of tree that has needles."
So I guess the better question is if they find them or not.
Yes, that is the better question. But they're looking for something very specific. And
Pine trees are fairly common in
yeah, well,
Germany.
not only that, but I'm pretty sure the region you're in is probably majority pine.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so the pine tree would be.
But
easy
I
to-
will add to that late stage nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't specify that all the trees got like turned into like pulp. It's more
No,
a
no.
case of
I'm just saying that finding something.
Something may be dead where it wouldn't normally be dead is, I guess, most likely the point. So, like, you'll most likely find pine trees, which is the lesser of the two. But yeah,
Right. Okay. So, what are the exact things that you are instructing to be found?
Wood.
No, wood I know. Like that you can find by accidentally
willow
walking
tree.
too far out of town.
and pine tree needles, green ones, not brown ones.
Pine needles and
Probably
willow
also-
bark.
oh.
Right.
Dahas looks over at the old man. Perhaps you can be useful for one change and do something yourself.
Oh, when you get to be my age, that's the joy of having all these nice young people around.
Yeah, you know what? Why don't you come with us, old man?
Hold on a minute. Please follow me. And then I kind of like lead you towards the door. And then stick the arm with the Geiger counter outside. I'm assuming it's going
Oh yeah.
beep, beep,
So
beep, beep, beep.
as you sort of even get closer to the door like area, like the extremity of the building, it's only on a slow tick, but it noticeably goes up from a slow tick to a little bit quicker, and then as you approach the door, it starts ticking just a little bit more.
Hmm.
And you said it was 3?
It is currently a bit higher than that. So on your
So a tiny bit
radometer,
high.
hang on, I've got the thing here. It tells me the words. So the building offers you some protection anyway. You have a natural resistance to radiation because everyone should have a natural 1 resistance in their rads. But the radiation measurement is currently at 7.
So I just got over that shit.
Again, why should we risk our lives when you don't do anything?
Ah, well, that'll be fun when you get shot in the face and you need someone to put it back together.
Leon feels a sharp pain in his face.
I might be old and slow, but I have my uses, just like you have your uses.
Drugs? Sorry,
You'd be surprised at what some drugs can do for you.
Yes, I'm sure converting oxygen to carbon dioxide is a valuable asset.
No, but converting the bark of a willow tree into a painkiller is quite useful, I think. Or do you know how to do that?
Why
No.
would I care?
Like,
But
I
again,
mean, it is a fact that regardless of any retort you might have, DeHaas just actually wouldn't give a fuck.
yeah, I know. I need to buy off one of my disadvantages. How much do I have to pay for that? Is that what the point value of it is?
Which one? The
one that makes me a nice person.
well, it's not necessarily a nice person. You are just helpful to a point of fault.
Yeah, which charitable is, so that I count to be a disadvantage.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily you're a nice person. You could still be a grouch, a grump, an asshole. You could be the meanest bastard there is.
But
when
I can't
it comes,
poison anybody.
No, but yeah.
So, I kind of need because I have an idea with Vulcan, but he needs to lose that trait if he's going to have it, and I have just the thing to actually justify him losing that trait.
Let's have a look here. I shall have a quick look at.
In the meantime, the Haas will literally be saying, well, usually when animals get as old as you do, we tend to put them down.
Yeah, that's why they don't look to you for the brains, bud.
What are you trying to say? And
You're
I'm in your
good
grill
at
now.
the shooty, but not so good at the thinky. I'm stoned as fuck, and I can still see that.
As well as the unicorns and all the rest of the bollocks.
Drugs.
Offers to the Haas, of course. I am charitable.
You are charitable.
Would you guys just put a sock in it? Because right now we're all keeping each other alive, so let's just do our thing. It's too cold for Vulcan outside because we already had to make him a fire and a coat to keep him alive because he was dying of hypothermia. So he makes soup and tends to our wounds and makes sure that we don't die of radiation. And we get stuff. All right?
Everyone serves a purpose.
So let's just go, and you can fight about this when it gets warm outside.
Oh, yes, I fully intend on going out once it gets warm. I have many things I must collect, but I can't do it now because also all those things are mostly dead.
Ruby, you want to get going before they two tear each other apart?
Yeah, sure. Don't want to see that happening.
No.
As to the buying it off, I will allow it, but I'm going to have to contemplate.
Oh, I have a reason as to why it can't be bought off yet, but an in-story reason for why he would lose that.
Give me more information on such things, and I will adjudicate in my best way possible. Cool. So at the moment, I'm not saying no, it can't be done, but that's a big grey blob anyway.
Maybe. Yeah, I probably need more points anyway. But that's okay.
Cool. I'll bear that in mind. Hang on. Notes. Notes. Cool. So, what is happening in the ground? So, woods. Well, wood you can find because wood's outside. That's not a problem. It's the specific. So, what was the specific thing you needed? So, you wanted the bark, and it's specifically the good pine needles. Is that right?
Yeah, they have to be green.
Okie dokie. Cool. Who's going out?
Yes,
Ruby is too.
with Quinn in tow
Yep. At the cart.
and cart.
Okay.
We are lumberjacks and we okay. Do, 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 do. No, I want Quinn to do that. We are lumberjacks and we.
Right. You'll be glad to know that the forest doesn't hate you today. Which is nice. So Hass, what are you doing whilst they're going out?
Apart from what I messaged you, he would be literally sat next to the fire doing fuck all.
So just unchilling by the fire.
Yep.
That's not a problem.
Because we all got our own responsibilities.
Can you give me a roll against your danger sense? I know I'm supposed to do it, but I can't be bothered.
Oops, that's a 4.
Yeah, you don't want 4 of those things.
How's that?
Oof, that's pretty damn good. It says page 47 there, doesn't it? Dangerous sense. You can't depend on it.
Danger sense.
Dangerous sense. How bad is this? Ooh, that's pretty bad.
Says that.
On a success, you get enough of a warning that you can take action. Roll of 3 or 4 means you get some details as to, oh, so if you get a really good roll, I can tell you about what's happening. You're like, I can sense.
Body senses.
It's basically a form of precognition. So, but that suits Fallout World because there's pseudo telepathy and things like that. I don't care.
Pseudelepathy.
Pseudelepathy, yes, that's the one. Your danger sense is ticking like a Geiger counter of danger. And it is something that is making you feel uncomfortable enough that you feel you should act against it.
In which case, I'll be grabbing my rifle and doing a perception check outside the front door. I would also chuck a weapon at the old guy. Perhaps it's time to be useful, old man. Something's not right.
Well, let's go see that.
Remember the radio.
And I go to help perceive.
Well, both of you, I mean, he's got perception because of all of his combat nonsense, and you're just damn good at perception, so perceive away, the both of you. Oh, yeah.
Do I need to?
That's a lot under.
That's many under. Many under.
That's 1 under.
And then you get your bonuses on, you get like +4 for this.
Yeah.
So you're equally quite a
So
lot
it's just
under.
many under all around.
So let me just make some secret rolls. Ah, interesting. So you go out, have a quick look around outside the workshop or the inn or whatever it's now become. And it is a clearish day, so it's not, there's nothing obstructing your vision too much. To the south of your position, So that would be down towards what is known as the trap house. Oop. Oh, what? How did I do that? What's that? Game? Oh, I don't know what I just did. Down to the south of your position. In fact, this red flag can represent the southward position.
Roger.
You can make out several humanoid forms moving about. And interestingly, Dehas, your Eye of Sauron gives you enough information that they aren't just humanoid, they are most likely ghoul, because their body temperature is all wrong.
I grab the old man. I get back into the fucking building and I start barricading the fucking door.
And it's a fairly sizable group as well. It's not just like one or two wandering about.
Yeah, I am barricade for about probably a couple of minutes, and then I am just silent.
Okie doke. And Vulcan?
I asked Dehas for his radio.
I chuck it at the old man, possibly a bit harder than I should,
Just-
but it's not maliciously. It's just a case of trying to focus on shit right now.
So you get yeeted a radio.
Nope, it just flies right by me.
Out the window.
I try to catch it.
Oh man,
And that
yeah.
I jumped agility, so
Yeah,
that's...
I can see. Yeah, so you literally just like the radio flies past you. You didn't crit fail, so I'm not going to say that it's gone horribly wrong, but it clatters to the floor.
I just look at
I
the old man
go-
and just shake my head a little bit, like really. Like
Just
it
wait
wasn't
till you
supposed to be
get the
malicious to
kill.
begin with, but just the sight of you dropping it, it's just like, ugh, to the house.
And then you bang some shit up against the door.
Oh yes.
Like roll a big crate or something or barrel in front of it.
You still got that grenade.
I smile at him.
Good.
Yes.
I radio quietly. Don't respond back. But there are ghouls coming. So be careful on your way back. Guns at the ready.
And that is
Does it
message
come
received.
through?
Yeah, it's message received. So your QT does a little warning bleep to let you know that some a pre-arranged transmission frequency is going off, and then you get the message.
Okay, I relay that to Leon. Leon, 'cause you said ghouls, right?
I said ghouls.
There are ghouls near the hideout. We have to be careful on our way back.
Cool.
Meanwhile, can both of you do a you can outdoorsman. It's gonna be
Mhm.
outdoorsman.
All right. And Quinn's helping cutting down trees and stuff.
Yeah, I figured he'd be in lumberjack mode.
Where's my outdoorsman skill? Oh, that's 10.
Or wouldn't it better for me to roll my scrap salvage because it is
That's all
material
nice.
finding?
No, this is going to be outdoorsman, I'm afraid, bud.
Ah, okay.
My roll was on it.
Cool. And Leon?
Also outdoorsman? Shit. Come on. Yeah, no.
You're in the
Yeah,
woods. Hey, look, woods.
It's more like I come back with like Quinn has like entire trees in his arms, and I come back with like a pile of twigs. Like I
Yeah.
help. I find kindling.
You got
from-
Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder. So, Quinn's doing his best, zubbing away at trees that are worthy of being cut down again, and you're sort of pointing at things for him to cut down and the rest of it. But along with that, you have found a pine that, whilst not in super healthy condition, at least has some greenery either on it or falling from it. It's a tree that exists that has a source of pine needles.
Okay, so I will take a bunch of those. Probably
Great.
like a lot.
Can I roll to see if the useless wood I found, which is not useful in burning, can I roll my luck to see if it's any of the willow tree things we need?
You can. I'm not going to prevent you doing a luck roll.
3 under.
3 under. Unfortunately, none of it is willow.
Bollocks.
Moreover, so I'm going to need an endurance roll from the both of you, because this is
Yep.
going to be some cold, tiring.
Tiring. I'm 1 under.
On the dot?
Surprisingly.
1 under and on the dot.
Yes. Which is,
In
to
which
be honest,
case,
this is the only time in the week I can use that sentence, on the dot.
both
Which
of
is a nice
you
sentence.
have managed to get through the cold. Perhaps the additional work that you're undergoing is enough to stave off the cold, but you do so without losing any fatigue.
I was just badass.
Yeah,
that's
you
all.
just, oh, so cold! But yeah,
Yeah.
no fatigue loss for that.
As I said, we are lumberjacks and we are okay.
For 1 time slot of choppy goodness, how much to give you? How much is appropriate for a robot? I, without any basis of understanding about how good a robot is at cutting down trees, will say that you have managed to gather 1 face of wood.
Base?
Face. It's another ridiculous wood quantity.
Well, how much did we find the first time?
You had a full cord. And
Is a face more than a cord?
no, a face is 1/3 of a full cord.
Well, then we should maybe do another time
Yeah,
slot.
Yeah,
Skip at it.
walking up to Ruby. Since that there are ghouls at our hideout, should we just stay out and keep chopping wood until
Yeah,
they
probably.
get back?
And I'll radio
Or
them when
should
we want
head
to
back and
leave.
help them?
Maybe I should radio them now and see how it's going. So
Can't you send a text on that? Oh no, wait.
He
Oh, it's
doesn't have a
radio.
Motorola.
Yeah, so much.
It's yeah. Sorry.
So, hello, how's the ghoul situation doing over there?
Right as the ghouls are passing.
Yeah, it's like ghouls going past. Like, I wonder if there's any humans nearby we can eat. And then just, how's it going back there?
This is Robert Doggy calling HQ.
Well, I mean, the radio's not going to be super duper loud, but are you radioing back?
Yeah.
Okay, so you radio back. In which case, back at the cold, quiet Leon's Inn, the radio interrupts from a burst of static into Ruby's voice with that message.
I just look at the old man horrified.
Just,
Well, you hadn't said that loud.
Thing off.
No, it would have been turned way down. But I mean, it's been a few hours now. You've been chopping
Yeah,
wood.
this is
So did they
midday, I
come and
guess.
eat us yet?
well, you haven't been eaten yet. Did you want to be doing anything whilst sat quietly, patiently, in the absence of ghoul attack, doing anything?
I think
I
that,
would literally be watching. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
hyper attentive.
Vulcan?
Waiting, I guess.
Just waiting for...
Bringing this. Yeah, just waiting.
In which case,
Quietly.
yeah, after some time, that radio message comes through about the staying out, yada yada. And
So
that message has arrived, and you haven't yet seen or heard of your nearby neighbours.
You mean neighbours? You mean ghoulies
Still
or
gone.
ghoulies?
Yeah, the ghouls.
Okay.
I thought he was keeping an eye on them.
Oh, we ran back in the house.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but the house has windows, right?
It has some windows. Sadly, the view to the south is obscured by other ruins.
Oh.
So you can't see from the south of your building out to the southern area of ruins. Ruins?
I want to listen, I guess, then.
You cannot make out any sound of them. You can roll all you like, but you cannot make out any sound of them.
I don't know if they're gone yet. So maybe
Maybe you want me to
keep
go
an
and
eye
look, I
out.
suppose.
Well, we'd have to make a lot of noise and move all that stuff.
I mean, yeah, you built yourself a little barricade, so it's going to be at
Yeah,
least a little bit noisy to move out the way.
Stick your head
I
out of
think-
the window.
Yeah. Maybe something along the lines of just.
Do you want to do a quick look
Does
out
this
of what
place
you
have a
can?
second floor?
Yeah, let me do a stealth look.
There's not a second floor, but there is a flat roof on part of the building, which is accessible.
Oh, I'll have I fucking scout up top.
And on the top, you will see the ruins of our failed attempt of making a windmill.
Yeah, just
Oh,
like piles of crap. Just well, aside the piles of crap that were an ex-windmill, you get up to the flat roof and you start looking around. Give me a perception check. I can't see. You can have your bonus on top of that as well. So consider that at +4.
So that's
Yeah, which is well under your
5 under.
perception. Yeah. Even using your eye to try and like pick out and magnify certain things and maybe change its frequency ever so slightly, you cannot see any sign of ghouls. So time has now passed, and there are no signs of ghouls.
Very good.
Did you
Meanwhile,
say very Gould?
very
Yes, I
Gould.
I did.
Meanwhile, can the outside party make another endurance check for me?
Sure. I'm 2 over.
2 over.
On the dot.
You're on the dot, which is fine. 2 over is going to be enough to cause you a fatigue loss, though.
Okay.
Can you also make
Oh.
a for Quinn a melee attack for him, which is at 11 currently?
Yeah.
Just want to see how well he's handling these trees. Oof.
That's 3 over.
Okay. It's apparent maybe that his chainsaw might be struggling a little bit with some of the wood.
I'm gonna give him some more directions on which ones to take, I guess.
Let me just. One's 128. Equals 128 over that. Equals. Okay, right, so 42. call it 60. All right. Yep. I'm just making a note of how much wood you've managed to successfully garner. Where's the wood pile gone? There it is. Cool. You've gathered enough now that you've practically got a half of what you originally had in that pile.
Okay. But we should probably go because it'll start getting dark soon, right?
Yeah, you can already see that the sky is beginning to darken and the temperature is beginning to, it's that mid-evening, well, sort of mid-afternoon time when winter sun is now dipping beyond the horizon, and
Yeah.
that cold is just
Coming back in.
in.
So, have we received any messages back about the ghoul situation?
Unless they've sent anything.
Oh yeah. If he told me about it, I would say that he didn't find any.
But isn't it
Yeah.
the house that has the radio?
Well, the old band's got the radio.
He threw it out.
But I would say there's no ghouls here, but they should still be careful.
All right.
And we will
And
be
don't
as
bring any
careful.
back.
Don't
Yeah.
bring it back.
We will be as careful as we can be as two people carrying a lot of wood with a big ass robot and a cart. We will be as careful as we can.
Yeah, we're going to be very perceptive, I guess, and looking around and
Cool. So you set
careful.
off back toward Leon's Inn.
Mhm.
Mim, was that a perception check? I hope it is.
That was actually a perception check because I was pretty sure that you were going to ask us to roll it.
I was, actually.
Yeah. So I failed by 1.
You failed. Can Quinn and Ruby both make perception checks?
Yeah, Ruby first. That passes by 1, and I don't know what Quinn's perception is. But let me roll it anyway, and I'll find out.
His perception is robot.
His perception is robot.
Oh, it's only 6, so he fails by 2.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Cool. So
Ruby passes by 1.
Ruby passed by 1.
Yep.
Can I make a roll against Ahas's thing because it's a secret? It's a secret. And can Vulcan make me a perception? What is your perception check, Vulcan? I just need to check this.
14. 4 under.
Okay. Vulcan, you might be the first to tell something's going on, but you do so by hearing it. It's relatively close by, i.e. you can hear it, but it's off in the distance enough that it's not like outside the door. And you can hear the bestial roars of an animal.
Oh.
And you can also hear he says, getting his chart of things that are audible, the quiet pap pap of a low-powered gun of some kind.
Sounds like something is getting shot at.
Ruby, you are also aware of this. So,
what direction is it coming from?
As you are travelling back, probably
Across the bridge?
Across the bridge from, the woods are over here somewhere.
Yeah.
So this would be probably just on the edge of town, actually. Or even maybe just like the other side, like somewhere around this bridgehead.
Can I see what it is? Or just hear?
If you get a little bit closer, you could probably see it. But the
Right, so-
immediate thing is the roaring of something, and then pap, pap, pap.
And the popping keeps going?
Enough that it's going at the moment.
Right, I think we should try to sneak a bit closer to see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
we can just
are
drop the
your-
cart and go into combat if necessary.
What
or...
are your sneak scores? I'll do it secretly.
Nothing. Well, I have a sneak score of 6.
In which
It's a
case,
plus
I shall check Leon's sneaking.
No.
Okie dokie. And Ruby?
8.
Why is it that I feel like Ruby's just so much better than Leon in every respect?
Okay. Ruby and Leon begin sneaking towards this sound. I'm going to need some level of asynchronicity here. So back at the camp, Vulcan, what do you do with this knowledge that apparently De Haas has not picked up on?
Oh, I said it.
Oh, so you've announced
Yeah,
it to
I
him.
was like, something's getting shot at out there. It sounds like a wild animal.
Okay, and what would you two like to do about that?
I mean,
Maybe
we're
to
still
radio in
inside, right?
any other people. I'll be
Yeah,
looking at
that's
my
cool.
rifle scope.
Okay.
Okay. And I radio back and say, there's some shooting going on. Some animals being attacked. Something. Maybe it's the ghouls. Maybe they found bad. I don't know, though.
I whisper back into the thing. Yeah, we heard it too. I'm trying to investigate what it is.
Okie dokie.
Maybe you should just come back.
Yeah, but it's in our way.
Ah. Balls.
It's at the
And
bridge.
that's it. Ah. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enough time has passed that you and right, let me clarify. Ruby and Leon have gotten close enough to see what's going on ahead.
Oh.
And ahead of you, the first thing you notice is the giant frickin' bear.
A bear.
Ragool.
A rad bear. A bear.
A bear. A bear
Oh.
being very, very angry.
Uh-huh.
And momentarily, as you notice the bear being very, very angry, you also notice that a chap hunkered a little way off of the bear, and every once in a couple of seconds, pap, he shoots it with something.
You keep cutting out, dude.
What? No, he's not.
Okay, on my end, he keeps cutting out.
Not for me.
No, he's not.
I'll try.
what does
I'll
this
try to
person
stop
look
cutting
like?
out.
He's giving information, and every time he sounds like, and then there's this cutting something.
Yes.
And I was just like, that's information I want to know.
There's the blanks. He's petting the bear.
There's a chap somewhere away from a bear shooting at it.
Shooting at it. Okay.
From this distance, you can see the chap is, well, he's looks like any other scrode you'd find in the wasteland. He doesn't seem to be anything specifically imposing. The bear is definitely the more imposing part of this.
Okay.
Leon?
On our big table map, where are everyone? Like, can we have people?
Well, Leon,
Weasel.
Ruby, and then De Haas and Vulcan. There we go. Oops.
All right. So
Haas
the house
having-
cannot shoot from where we are.
If he could get a vantage point high enough, he could probably shoot that far. I mean, it's only,
Right.
what's that, 200 yards?
But more importantly, we should probably pull back a little and relay what's going on over there, and
Okay. This
hide
is
behind
weird.
Quinn in case that thing comes this way.
With that, the bear bellows and tries to charge the guy. And just starts hooning toward him. Like, it comes, I don't know, maybe it comes off the bridgehead and he's in the brush or something that's some way off, and this bear just starts hurtling towards the guy. And you just hear pap, pap, and then, ah!
Okay.
Oh.
Realistic, like looking at it, like logically, is there any chance of us actually saving this person?
From your position currently, as you're watching this, the only thing in your brain is, oh shit, that guy's gonna die.
He don't fucked.
I hate Discord right now. It's just been the fucking worst shit ever.
Uh,
Everybody's starting cutting out like massively.
New headset.
Yeah, use this on your phone or something. Like turn the audio off on your computer and then turn it on your phone.
New headset.
Maybe your computer is downloading something.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing I was gonna say.
No, if it's a broken cable, then it would.
No, it's just weird. Like,
I promise you, I'm not cutting out deliberately.
no.
I hope
No,
everyone
it's
can hear me.
no,
On
it's
the other hand, and
Discord.
just be a dick.
Discord has just been really digging me over like last time. And funny thing is, my Windows keeps telling me it's trying to add like a bunch of like features that it can't really. It's trying to download something, but it doesn't work because it
Excellent.
can't add.
Hashtag Windows.
Fix it.
Yeah, hashtag Windows.
Fix it.
Fix it.
I'll just take a. I'll look into it, but we'll
Are we good to carry on? I'll try and make sure you get the message of what's going on.
I'll ask if there's something that cuts out.
Anyway, so yeah, this guy. I mean, the bear is a matter of yards away from this guy, and moving at a rate that tells you whatever this guy's firing at the bear clearly isn't working.
Okay, that entire sentence. I heard the start of it, and then I heard the reaction of you guys laughing.
The bear is very close.
Bye then. Have a good time.
It's got some kind of varmint rifle.
Well, he doesn't even have a rifle.
Oh.
Yeah. He has a zip gun.
Aw.
That's cute.
And
Yeah.
he's
Why
firing
would you
it.
hunt a bear with that?
And he's firing it at the bear as though it's going to make any jot of difference against the thing.
Right, so we gotta pull back to where Quinn is, and probably just stay there and relay what's going on.
The Haas would say through the radio, does it look like he has much stuff?
Thinking ahead.
Well, he's got some kind of gun or that he's shooting the bear with that doesn't seem to do much to the bear. Maybe if the
shotgun.
bear doesn't eat everything, then yes. Who knows what else he has?
We can eat the bear.
Yeah, but we have to kill the bear first, and
The Haas can make his head explode.
well, if you want to engage it, let us know, but we'll engage it from the other side.
I just look at the old man and go, can I? Telepathy.
And you know, I'm guessing just like widen his eyes a little bit, and I like nod. Food. It's about munchy o'clock.
That's true. Also, I figured out what
But-
something.
But take the grenade.
This is so.
This is going to be terrible. We're going to die.
I have no interest in going out there and saving that guy's life until possibly looting it later.
No.
Mm.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I was saying kill the bear. Like
Oh, fuck the bear. I can't be asked for that.
after he kills the other guy, but that's just me out of character. I just figured Dahas would wait for the guy to die, then go kill the bear and loot both.
Or wait for the bear to do its thing, kills the human, does whatever he wants to do with the human, and then we loot the body afterwards.
That bear would be a lot of food. But good point. So's a person.
Okay. Good news, and I'm confused about something according to about Vulcan.
Yeah.
I figured out the mistake. The thing is that apparently my internet sucks because you guys kept dropping in and out while I was on my phone. So I just turned my phone to the wireless, which I think then I'm just gonna use that, and then I'm just gonna quickly turn my internet on and off.
Fair enough. I won't do anything until you've sorted out your technological issues.
No. You guys can keep it because to be honest, role playing is one thing. It is just talking. So
Okay.
I can someone else can easily roll for me, and you can see my stats. So internet speed down. Let's see what happens.
Fair enough.
So I guess don't attack it. Just wait.
Here's the thing that really confuses me, according to Vulcan, because I distinctly remember Vulcan running in front of a fucking power suit to save a person.
Yeah, but that was predicated by the fact that Vulcan could
seen.
see the problem.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Oh, okay.
If I don't see it, it's not real. Therefore.
Well, apparently you can see unicorns, so they're real.
And those unicorns get a lot of help. Like, the amount of times Vulcan has been helping them with their algebra is just astonishing.
Yeah. Lots of help. And extra food. No. Lots of extra food.
What, just taking a spoonful of soup out and just pouring it on the floor, like, there you go, buddy.
Yeah.
There you go. Drink up. No, you're making a mess. No, clean it up.
Yeah.
No, just blows his pot smoke at him.
If he was feeding it, Leon would just walk over and place a bowl underneath it, just like, this is soup for the guards.
Soup for the guards. Okay. Anyway, back to the current event. So,
yeah.
I'm going to allow that time has passed while some discussion has been made about shall we, shan't we? And I'm going to check something now.
We were hiding behind Quinn, waiting it out.
The bear rushes even further into this guy, and you see it
barely
rear up on its hind legs, bellows as the guy lands a shot into its chest, and then the bear just slams down with all of its body weight.
God damn.
And the guy is just... You can't see him anymore. It's now just bear.
No.
It's bear and lots of noise, including lots of screaming.
Go Team Bear!
Yeah.
Unbearable.
I don't know. Sounds like music to my ears.
Are you guys just allowing this to continue on? Or do you have any plans? Because the bear is now just eviscerating this chap.
I am not... I don't have any plans to interfere with this, just to try to...
This is the way.
Pull away and, hide behind Quinn, make sure, or hope the bear doesn't see us.
Did you just make a Mandalorian reference?
That was a Mandalorian reference, and it was allowed.
Know what that is.
What?
It's all right.
I know the meme. I haven't seen the show yet.
I don't know any of that.
Cool.
But yeah, no. Leon definitely don't want to get anywhere near a bear.
To not have noticed you currently.
Okay. Ruby, I know. How are we supposed to sneak past that thing with all of this? Pointing at Cart and Quinn.
Well, I kind of don't really want to sneak past it and just hope it walks off into another direction. Then we can just go that way.
Well, we could also just back up slowly because I don't want to be standing this close to it when it gets done eating.
Yeah, maybe we should go a bit further away.
Yeah, let's just go this way and tell Quinn to be very quiet.
If you'd like to back up from the bear.
Yeah, a little. Make sure Quinn is between us and where we think the bear is.
Yep. You do so. You begin sort of carefully and gingerly sneaking away from the bear, trying not to make it too much noise as you rustle through the undergrowths. Quinn, likewise at your direction, attempts to be dainty, but it is a massive frickin' robot, and perhaps every now and then he does just crash through like a twig or something. Well, I say twig, but something like arm thickness. He's just like.
Well, we're not that close, are we?
No, you're far enough. Like I say, the bear hasn't noticed you yet, and regardless of Quinn's efforts to break. Oh, 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 right. That's a crit roll.
Ow! Oh, you. Oh, God.
Crit roll. Oh. Ah.
Counter now. So, ooh,
Right. Crit roll. I did say long ago I would never fudge anything, so I'm going to roll a dice.
really safe fudge.
Ah.
Are your dice packing fudge?
The dice are definitely packing fudge, but also they're packing that the bear, with the limp form of this guy hanging from its mouth, begins moving almost directly toward you.
That's fun.
Okay, let's see if this works now.
Well, moving away. What did I just do? Oh, we're gonna keep moving away from it and maybe turn a bit to the side and see what happens.
Okie dokie. I will make new stealth rolls for you because stuff has happened.
I heard that. Oh.
So did I.
I didn't.
Oh.
Fucking, it sounded
Well,
right
let me
next to me.
know who it was.
Wait, what?
So we
Are we
did a
talking-
bottom burp.
What are we talking about?
Farting, Limik. We're talking about farts.
Okay. I am pretty sure that you guys just heard me move my chair over across the
Oh.
floor.
Of course.
Anyway, enough about chair movement.
Yes. Now let's talk about ball movement.
Now, I would like to predispose this roll with the fact that I did just roll a crit roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can Quinn make an agility check for me?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Petty flower, petty flower, petty flower.
What? Does he?
4 under.
For the first time in his life. Like, if you can imagine what a cartoon of a robot tiptoeing is, that's what's happening. He's like, quiet. As he gently gets through the undergrowth. The bear brings its head up. It swivels around. It sort of sniffs at the air, and then continues on its trajectory it was already on. It doesn't seem to be moving towards you as you're sort of edging to the side.
Okay. Let's keep going then.
Yeah.
You continue going, and the bear disappears into the woods.
Okay. I guess that we
Suddenly
can...
the radio crackles to life. Hey!
Are you guys okay? Frank was asking.
I just want to let you know,
Yeah.
I did a sneak check for you guys. Ruby, you passed by 1 point. Leon, you failed by 1 point.
Woo.
So it all came down to Quinn.
That's great.
Oh my gosh. You know, Amelia, Ruby and Leon makes an average team.
We are average as hell.
Yes.
We are so average.
But look
Yeah.
at it this way: you are average and alive.
Right, so we're gonna loop back to the bridge as far away as
Yeah.
as possible where I think the bear is.
So taking an
And-
anti-bear trajectory, you loop back
Exactly.
round. And
Yeah,
back to
we
the bridge.
are bearing our heading.
Yep.
Oh,
That
and
was
you can
why?
make
I
it
was
back.
already planning.
Oh,
'Cause
Like
I-
it's only a week ago, Rich, that you rolled a bear and scared the shit out of me, and now you're putting a bear in game. Like,
Yeah, it's all randomly generated, buddy. Where
I
just,
would have.
just quick question. Rank.
it was rank 3. It was only a
Okay, because
a
the
baby
one I
bear.
remember was
Well,
rank
I would have made Quinn do like full volume on the speaker, try to chase it off, and then firing a full burst of laser or something, maybe to scare it.
The laser would have given you a good edge because that guy's zip gun was doing nothing to the bear. It's like bang. All right, he fired at me. That's nice. Eat.
Well, yeah, but maybe if possible before the engagement even starts, if I notice the bear's seen us and it's coming towards us,
Yeah,
just
attempting to
like
scare it.
turn Quinn around and be like, make as much noise as you can, and fire your laser at full rate of fire.
yeah, all
in
the
its
while
direction.
staying behind the cart. Like,
Yeah, well, we
then
hide
it would
behind
have
the
had
cart.
to chase after you. And,
Anyway, encounter over and done with. You have made it back. Cool. So that was the afternoon. With the temperature plummeting now, and it's still snowing out there, just a faint sheen of snow across everything. What do you guys want to do in the evening?
I think I'm just gonna do some maintenance on Quinn, like check his chainsaw and all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
Make sure everything's working properly, clean it up, pull the pieces of wood and human out of
just
it, and
degromify it.
yeah.
I'm
Does his
like,
armor actually have damage?
Yes, he does have a point of damage, I believe.
Didn't we fix that already? Let's see.
For the sake of the fact that you have had a time advancement, I'm going to say that he can get rid of his point of damage because you can.
There is also a 6 here, and I think I put this on 1 if it's. Well, I just put it on 1.
Leon is doing some mental
just
repair.
take that away. That it's
Okay.
That's yeah.
Well, no, that stays. Yeah, put it over there. That's fine.
did you find what?
Oh yeah, I hand Vulcan over a whole bunch of pine like the whole
Leaves?
branches and stuff. I was gonna say leaves.
Needles.
Yeah. Pine leaves.
Yeah, the pine
That's-
leaves.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is Fallout. Be all sorts
It
of.
just walks up. Just leaves.
Oh.
God damn it.
Oh.
I thought that's what the joke was about. but okay.
Negative
Can I
karma
really-
points
Okay.
for
Yeah,
everyone.
Please let me buy off, charitable.
Wait, you're making his bad jokes give us negative karma points? What is this heresy?
No, I just want him to roll for damage because he accidentally slipped off the roof.
Anyway, so right, you're repairing and tinkering and making sure Quinn is otherwise in working order, which is
Yep.
a brilliant thing to do.
Okay.
What do everyone else want to do? So, the Haas, Vulcan, Leon, Hammer.
So no willow tree bark.
No Willow.
Well, Leon's gonna do some some mental repair. Just having the fact that he's just seen a massive bear that could kill him. Also, completely chew a random stranger with screams of help and murder and everything in front of him.
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot to check that out.
The guy, well, the bear carried off the corpse in its mouth.
Oh, the
Like,
whole corpse.
Just
Okay.
as though it was some kind of like dog chew toy that it was just carrying.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Aw.
Yeah. So I think Leon is probably gonna be spending a bit of the evening just trying to mentally repair himself from just seeing a horrible slaughter.
Yeah.
Seeing a guy being mauled by a bear, yeah.
Like, it wasn't a maul. The guy was slaughtered. Like,
But that doesn't make it better.
a
That's in my
mauling would be
eyes.
much more visceral. This guy was just up and slaughtered. Like,
Very good.
Dehas, what would you like to do whilst Leon's gibbering in the corner?
Excuse me, I'm sitting next to the fire.
Okay, gibbering next to the fire.
That's stupid.
I think the house will probably just be running around next to the fire, to be honest, not doing much.
Fair enough. In which case, there is no other encounters today, so that's going to end the day.
Okay.
But you do now have
A lot of wood.
let me put it into a week's worth of wood, because that will make much more sense for me.
And
So,
us.
Mm-hmm.
the still is going to require just over a cord for every month that it's running, and you run that permanently to create water.
Mm-hmm.
Heating requires 1 cord of a month. So you need a minimum of 2 cords for every month.
Oh.
So you currently have enough with the stuff you've just gathered plus the stuff that was left over, enough to get you to just about the end of February. And I'm going to put that in here.
So
End Feb. I'm going to put as my wood allocation.
a little bit less than 2 months.
Yes. And bearing in mind, short month, so I'm counting that as well.
Oh yeah.
So if you were contemplating full-scale months, it would not get you very far at all. But at the current projection, you have enough wood until the end of February.
That's,
All right.
and we have
That's
no
okay.
idea how long the cold season is. So that's the thing. So we definitely need at some point to get more wood.
Yeah. Well, if we do fast forwarding again, we can say that we'll just wait for a day and then just that when it's warm and maybe not snowing or raining and go get more wood.
That could be a thing.
So you'd like a non-aggressively horrible day as a point of fast forwarding.
Well, it's for the next fast forward we do.
All
If
right.
we're gonna do another one tomorrow, then that'll be part of it.
I was about to say that you want us to have a non-aggressive horrible day in Fallout, in GURPS Fallout.
How much pine needle?
Um,
A few branches
not a heck
with
of a lot.
pines.
So,
Damn.
I would say you've probably got 2 pounds.
That's an assload. Okay.
I
can
mean,
do
they
a lot.
they,
Fine
they
to
did
note
they
that.
did literally bring back several like cut off branches of. So once you've taken time to delimb the parts that you're after,
Mm-hmm.
you've got a sizable mound of pine needles, and I'm roughly guessing that it's 2 pounds worth. I don't know how much pine needles weigh.
Okay.
But 2 pounds in my guesstimation world is what I picture. This like
Mm-hmm. Just like this pile
Yeah.
of, you know.
So if you would like to add the
Excellent.
somewhat ephemeral quote-unquote 2 pounds of pine needles, then we can, whatever it is you're doing from it, I'll try and disseminate some more logical conclusions.
Yep, I've added it.
Just getting some vitamins and whatnot. makes a good tea.
It probably would help at least add some flavour to your otherwise meaty broths.
Well, it also it has vitamin A and C in it apparently. But yeah, it is nice for flavor. Why not?
Cool. Well, the new day, January 8, I'm afraid is going to be colder and in a nasty way.
Do I get my fatigue point back?
Ooh.
So you
And,
will get your fatigue point back, absolutely.
Well, I forgot to mention this the last time, but I have failed my nightmares two days in a row.
Oh, in which case you can take 2 fatigue points off.
So, well, Leon is getting slightly tired. Not alarmingly, but slightly tired.
Just becoming exhausted.
Yeah. Well,
Everyone
it's
else has
hard work,
done normal activities, so sleeping recovers whatever you might have lost, so it's not a problem. So,
Alright.
new day, new plans. What's going on? Bang! World of Fallout. Do you want to
Do
see
we
if you
want
die
to,
overnight? Do you want to see if I can kill you overnight? Nothing happens overnight.
Okay, no Dakas in the distance either.
Not even like you can't. Tonight is so quiet. It's weird.
Well, I'm guessing the bear's got his belly full, so he won't be out for trouble. Are bears nocturnal, or do they just sleep during the night?
Well, most
I don't
bears
know.
hibernate during the winter, so there's a bear outside in the middle of winter. Go figure.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
It's because I don't have seasonal spawn tables. My
Mm.
spawn table exists. I haven't got fucking seasonal adjustments. And if you must know, it was a mutated bear, so it doesn't need to hibernate. There we go. That's my rule.
Well, it might also be nocturnal because it probably glows, so it doesn't need daylight. No? Ah.
Maybe.
Was it a bear or a Yao Guai?
It was neither. It was a new Germanic post-nuclear bear. It had a toxic bite and a carapace outer skin. So it's basically a giant armadillo that could toxic kill you.
Oh. Quinn don't give a fuck about toxins.
And it had an AC equal of Quinn's.
Okay, that is a problem.
But it's gone now, into the night, into the distance. It doesn't exist in the world anymore. So, new dawn, new day, cold as fuck. Average temperature day is going to be 4.
Oh yeah,
4.
four.
That means it's nearly too cold inside. So even with your fires burning, inside is now treacherously cold.
Wait, was 4 or -4?
No, 4. But because you have the shelter of the walls and your fire and your clothing, currently you are 1 degree away from endurance check inside.
Oh.
Come again?
The overnight temperature was -5.
Okay.
Fahrenheit.
No.
Celsius.
Celsius? It?
-5 is enough to put a man to sleep permanently. I wouldn't question it. Anything below 12 degrees is hypothermia risk. Anything below 6 is danger of hypothermia.
But that's only if you're not wearing anything, right?
Sorry?
That's only if you're not wearing anything that protects against the colds.
Yeah, so whilst you have walls, fire, clothing, all those good things, they help you in your endurance checks if they arrive. The average temperature is what I'm taking as the check as to when you need to perform an endurance check. And if it hits an average of 3, you'll need to take an endurance check even if you're staying indoors all day. because it's fucking cold. And outside of being in a thermally regulated, fucking central heating house, all you have are a couple of open fires that are creating ambient heat.
Hmm.
So it's dangerous at the moment. Not dangerous enough, but it's
I
just on
got
the
an
edge.
idea. Maybe we should start working on barricading all the broken windows.
Yeah, that could be a thing. Leon is just looking, just feeling out something. I really want to go just get some soup to the GURPS, because that is going to be horrible standing out in that. If they're
Oh,
even what?
something else. Should we do another fast forward?
Yeah, well, it's too cold to actually do much. Instead, like,
It's proper cold.
it's proper cold. So, all in favor of a time skip, say aye.
G.
I
Yes.
Okay. So we boot the Haas off the island, and no.
Off of the island.
The
Yeah.
hat leaves the building and pulls the pin as he leaves.
That's the most hardcore of mic drops.
Wait, so he walks outside and then he explodes outside?
He explodes
Oh, yeah.
specifically
it's out.
outside.
If you want to
Yeah.
believe that's what happens, then carry on up until the last minute.
Second.
Grenades aren't terribly effective.
I don't know, stick one in your underpants is going to make you have a bit of a headache.
Yeah, but if you put it in somebody, someone's going to notice, unless you get a really good sleight of hand roll. But like, it would have to be tricky to not notice that. 15 meters, and then you're in a building. There's a lot of rubble everywhere. Whole ass load of logs, and just dive behind the log. The log will
So
be
what are the plans?
metallic.
Other than planning to kill each other?
No, that's your job, the GM's job.
What he said.
Get out of my head. No, I'm not against having a fast forward. Just yeah.
How far and how much?
2 weeks.
1 or 2 weeks? Oh, we haven't taken off food. Hang on.
1 day's worth of food.
How much food do we have?
Not a lot.
Not a lot
Goes down
compared
to 41.
Well, I have
Wow.
pre-prepared all of the stuff if you would like a 2-week Wongdongle.
Well, if we have enough food and everything for a 2-week skip, yeah, let's go for it.
You've got enough food. You've got enough logs now.
So today's January 8th. We're starting this.
So this should take you through. Jan 21?
Oh,
Let me have a look.
I mean, you're the
Yeah,
you're
that's the last day of it, and then 22 is the first new
first,
day. That's
first day.
new day.
So aside from that, there is going to be some weather problems in that time scale. One 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days of perishable weather.
Perishable, so it
Oh.
disappears.
Perishable as
Oh.
in detrimental to human life.
Wow. Well, we should probably still do the Ruby's first idea of like trying to weatherproof the house.
If you'd
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
to,
you don't need to do that. Just build a reflecting wall for the fire, and that's where we sleep.
it's not a terrible idea. Just consolidate how you're living. But I will say,
Yeah.
attempting to somewhat thermally insulate the less well.
Hang on. Where's the blueprint? Aren't there also a bunch of rooms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got shit
Like, I
ton of.
imagine these ones don't have windows. So if we take this largest one and we put a fire here, that should probably be getting pretty warm then, right?
It
Because
would
that's on a
be
bunch of walls
pretty
on all
damn
sides.
warm, but the problem you'd be facing there is actually killing yourself through inhalation of toxic fumes.
Oh yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
Rats.
Oh,
The reflecting wall.
pro con.
Pro con. Your best bet, if and I'm only GMing this as sort of your inner character voices, because most of you are pretty fucking smart.
This wall probably.
This inner wall
Yeah.
is going to have the least extremity.
Yeah.
And then maybe a bit close here to this corner. So the
Uh,
door can be closed.
So if you'd like to spend
I
January
would
7th,
because this is a door outside.
This is an outside door, yeah.
Yeah, this one right here.
that takes to a
No,
corridor.
this one goes to the hallway.
No, there's 2 doors here.
Yeah, the bottom one goes outside. Or well, from my view, the bottom one. For yours, it's the top one.
Yeah. So it's why I wouldn't cuddle up in this corner.
Well,
With
that's
this
why
corner.
I said if we can close that door properly, then it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
Well, again, character voice on, GM voice off.
Yeah.
If you'd
Well,
like to spend January the 7th preparing your building,
Yes.
then you can always then begin on January 8th for the actual act of hunkering down and trying to bear through.
Yeah.
Yes.
The good thing is that we have a very, very accurate condition meter to make sure that the place that we're holding up actually works. Vulcan, sit in a corner and tell me if it's getting worse or better.
Sorry, to retcon what I just said, January 8th would be your preparatory day because we've already done Jan 7th.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Yeah. So spend
Oh.
spend a day trying to make the building as habitable as possible for cold weathers.
All right.
No rolls
So-
necessary because you'll just be
Yeah.
doing
But then
rudimentary
the fast forward will start a day later.
rudimentary actions such as putting boards against windows, yada yada, where appropriate.
Right?
Yeah, so starting from Jan 9th.
Yep.
Shall I see if you get killed in that time space?
Yeah.
Probably.
This case.
Well, like you can see, but I would prefer if we didn't.
Okay, cool.
And I'm asking nicely.
Okay, that's excellent. So let me just take some details as I go. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, in which case time will have to pause as of the end of the first week because there's an event that matters.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, during that time skip, I would have just been training.
Yeah, I was going to get to that in a minute. I was just checking the time scale that you had applicable, because there's an event at the end of the first week that definitely matters. So we will time skip through from January 9th through to January 14th.
Okay.
And then,
So if we survive through this instance, will it then just go on?
yeah, you can carry on, but there's going to be something that interrupts your
All right.
thing there. So let's go and work out what you guys are up to in time and space. Let me just clear off my table so I can prepare it for new stuff.
I don't like that the fact that your hand is over my sheet.
I didn't mean to put it over your sheet. It's just where it goes when I go off that side of the table. So
Okay, fair enough. It's just like me.
let me
I'm
let
just
me try
gonna
and
prepare
reposition my
just like
hand. I've repositioned my hand. It should no longer be over your sheet.
that is true.
Right. So Leon, your time advancement challenges. What are you going to be up to?
Well, I'm going to work on my the body armor,
Body armor.
looking for more cable and usable materials.
If you're going to do that, that is going to potentially put you at risk of cold.
Okay.
Because
Then,
weather is terrible right now, son.
all right. Okay. And Leon, not going to be that stupid. So he's definitely okay. Then he's going to hunker down and see if he can find anything to make missing components of black powder.
Black powder. Okay.
Every time I say black powder, I just hear, "Can I help you?"
Victor.
Bearing in mind that you currently only need 2 extraneous components, you need your nitrates and your sulfur.
Yeah.
I don't think you have anything in your pile of stuff that can be broken down to those things.
You know, you said you needed poo from animals. What about human excrements?
I was thinking about that when it is possible to extract nitrate from human waste. You would need shit and urine.
Yeah.
So it is a thing.
Would you like to begin that process
Yeah,
of
hang on a second.
collecting people's shit?
There's 3 people that produce poo here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, how would Leon ask?
4?
No.
Well,
Dahak doesn't shit. Leon doesn't shit.
Women don't poo, you muppet.
Oh.
No, they crap.
Oh. And are full of it, apparently.
oh my god. Yeah, that's the. Oh my god.
Thank you for that statement. I'm
That
satisfied with that.
women don't poo. No, yeah.
So, yes,
So
he would like to do that.
are you beginning the process of attempting to refine
Human waste.
human waste?
No. Hold on.
Holding on.
There's an entire city next to me.
There is?
You're
It
gonna
has
go
to
there
go-
like, can
it
I have
has
some
to
of your
go-
poo?
Well, no. Well, it has to go somewhere.
This
Mate,
is
no.
Germany.
I seriously need to just link something to you right now. Hang on. Oh God, what was it?
Right now, I might have an idea what you're going to be linking, Rich. In that case, that's genius. But
Hang on.
Genius.
Don't know if you'll have seen this, but hang on.
Oh god, I just realized something that's even worse. Shit. Quite
Oh, there
literally.
must be a video of this. What's that?
I'm gonna find the one I'm thinking.
Do you ever feel like
That's
we're
very
living
loud.
during a particularly bad period in history?
No, that's. I just realised half of that's just gone out on the broadcast as well. Ah, yes, live broadcasting. Very good. Basically, there was a program called Miracle Workers. And it's a quirky, nonsensical take on fake history, I guess. And it stars Steve Buscemi. And in one season of this particular program, he plays a shit shoveler. And his whole life and persona is based around shoveling shit. And he goes around, and in several skits in the show, he's like knocking on people's doors. And he's like, "Shit shoveler, here for your shit."
Okay. Now I linked what I was thinking of, and it's more regards to what Amelia was saying.
But yeah, Steve Buscemi in Shit Shovelers in Dark Ages, very funny.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Well,
are you Steve Buscemi? Just I need to know this.
well, because their shit and urine has to go somewhere.
You'd think.
And the funny thing is, I do actually. It's still from another city, but I do have a map that actually shows sewer work, so I could possibly work out where it would go. But that's not for now because time skip, and I don't want to go searching for a
Shit
treatment
experience.
point.
The character's name is Eddie Shit Shoveler.
Why couldn't his name just have been Dennis? With so much more befitting of the name. No. I'm gonna hold on the processing of nitrate for the moment. So Bayama, getting soup to the guards. Like continuous working on the
So some carousing.
yeah, some public relations.
Ma'am.
What?
Even though you're the worst possible speech check in the party, you're continuing to push your luck. I like
Well, let's
it.
be honest, the broken watch is right twice times of the day, so
Yeah.
fuck it, give it a go.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
2 minutes out of the fucking many there is, like 3,600.
Why not?
Well, like hopefully it's not that my speech skill that's doing the most of the carrying. I'm hoping it's more the soup. Like, oh, that's a nice guy. He's a social idiot, but he makes good soup.
Yeah, he just walks up to you, calls you an absolute arse bandit, and then's like, "You want some soup?"
Okay,
Anyway.
I'm not a Borderlands psycho just walking up like, I want you to shoot me so I don't owe
Shoot
you
me in
anything.
the face!
Yeah. Joke's on you, I'm massively in debt.
So apart from body armor and carousing,
Well, I can't do salvaging. Then I would probably do some maintenance on whatever weapons and armor we have.
maintenance. Okay. Any other things?
Carry on to someone else because I right now can't think of something, but maybe I'll think of something else.
You do have. I mean, there's still stuff lying around in the back of the.
Oh yeah, cleaning out the place.
That could be a thing. So a little bit of cleaning.
One, two,
How
three.
much effort are you putting into these relative things? Are you giving them all equal effort, or you got on anything, or what?
I would probably be pushing it a bit with the whole armor, like body armor mechanics and stuff like that.
Okay.
Seeing a massive bear made me feel very unprepared for stuff.
Cool. Right then, Ruby. Ruby.
Wooby is going to do scrounging training if the weather allows it.
I will tell you now, the weather is absolutely fucking horrible. So in your uninterrupted week,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have 1, 2, 3 perishable days.
Perishable.
Endangerment to human life.
Right.
You
and
can
on the
perish.
other days, she will attempt to do scrounging training.
Right, I shall put in scrounging at a lower effort to show your
Yeah.
not wanting to freeze to death.
Energy pistol training. That could possibly be done inside, right? If we dedicated a room to.
I've got no problems with you sort of trying to. I mean, the workshop's pretty big. You could probably set up a pretty piss poor gun range of some kind.
Yeah,
Or
and
take
it might
take
add
a
to the
hallway.
heat in the building.
Take a hallway.
I just aim at bad and send off a few rounds, to be
Pew
honest.
pew pew.
A bunch of cunts anyway.
Yeah, they are. They really are. I mean, no, they actually are. So.
I'm trying to make friends with them. Or no, I'm trying to make business with them. Oh yeah, I remember something that I probably
On
want to
the
crack it.
scrounging training, she would be looking for cable if possible.
Looking for cable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if the weather allows for it, at any of the days, go get more wood with Leon.
Leon, are you up for that?
Yeah.
Good. That will require a potential interruption roll as well.
Oh.
That was the reason why I didn't go out. It's just if it's like I don't want to get stuck out there freezing to death.
But that's probably just gonna be one day and then 1 or 2 things or something.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, a bear.
A freaking bear.
Brr.
Just those
Well,
things.
Arnica went out for just a time slot, and she got fucked over by 2 wolves.
If the weather allows for it as well.
Can I get an F in the
Chat
chat?
with the guards, I guess.
What do you mean?
Carousing.
Yep. F has been supplied. Right.
Uh,
I turn my
I think-
camera to the to the tombstones in the back.
I think that's all.
It's alright, if you think about a thing, we can come back. Vulcan,
Yep.
training?
Oh yeah.
Let me just check to see what you've actually got here. I believe you have a spare allocation if you want to use it. You don't have to. I'm just saying, I think you might have time in the day. You currently have doctoring, naturalist, and sewing on the go.
Wait, so I get another one?
If you'd like to slot something else in, there's time in a day to effectively do so.
Hmm.
I mean, don't think
No.
you're not obliged to do so, but I'm just saying if you want to use it.
No. Not right now, no. I need to think of another skill I want.
Right.
Hang on. Oh, never mind. Go
Hanging on.
No, it's for later.
Okay, for later. Cool, done. Right. Has.
Sorry.
Hello.
Aye.
Would you like to do anything in the time that is coming?
This is just a short amount of time, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've already predetermined that you are going to be interrupted like 6 days into this. So you're only going to get those 6 days worth of stuff to begin with.
I think Dahas will literally be training his knife and his other skills,
Okie doke.
and then he won't be going outside at all. Like, fuck outside.
Just screw that. Cold.
Yeah.
You currently have no active trainings because you've learnt everything. So your traps, your sneak, and
Oh.
your combat knife all completed on the last time skip.
So, wheat.
So do you want
Should
to
I
go?
level those up?
If you want to go further with them, you can, because you've only done each of them once, as far as I'm aware.
Well, my traps didn't go up because they're still 7.
Traps should be. Check my numbers here. It should be 8.
Knife should be 14, correct?
Knife should be bibbidi bobbidi boop. 14.
Because I leveled it, dinged when I.
Oh, that's right.
did
Yeah, so it should be
increased.
14. Yes, absolutely right.
And the other thing I was working on was block, was it? Sneak, and that should be what level according to you?
Now be at 9.
Is that included with the agility aspect?
That's with all modifiers as they currently sit, including
Okay.
your training point that you've just got.
Let's have a look. Just looking down my core skills and see if there's anything I really want to. I'll probably continue to work on sneak and
Yep.
traps.
Yep.
That's about it, really, I suppose. Yeah.
And traps. Right. Let's work out how long it's going to take to actually get those things. So, sneak. Sneaky is an agility skill, and traps is also an agility skill. So both are based on agility. So if I put in what is your agility?
12.
12, right. And what is your current skill in? Gosh darn it. Sneak is currently 9, is that right?
That's correct.
So you're taking it to 10. And that is considered an average skill. Average skill. Okie doke. So if I get this, take it down here. Oh, so sneak to 10. Sneak to 10. So I'm just trying to make notes of things that are happening. Traps. Doesn't help that I'm skipping through like 7 Excel sheets. Oh no, traps is intelligence average. Ooh. So what's your intelligence?
11.
11 average. Taking that to 9? Is that right?
Traps will be going to 9, correct?
They have been added. Right, finally. Ooh, okie dokie. Sorry about that. Right.
Leon has an extra thing.
What are your extra things?
Trying to use my current water distillery into expanding it into making alcohol.
Oof. Well, Are you repurposing or developing a new thing as as well as is basically what I'm asking.
I'm more making another one, so I can have two.
Right. That will
It can probably be much
firstly
smaller.
have to come under invention. Because although you have a working knowledge of how to make a distillery for refining water, reinventing the purpose to define alcohol is going to be a new thing. So,
Okay. Yep.
aside from the fact that you will get the benefits of knowing what you're doing, sort of, it's going to be a new invention.
Okay. Well, I have improved all of my necessary skills for it.
Yes, so I'm just coming over
Making
to
stuff.
check. So this is going to come under here. The scale is going to be simple because you kind of have an idea of what you're doing. I'll give you that. You currently have no assistant on the matter because you're trying to do it yourself. You have a referenceable thing. And the tech level is pretty fucking low.
Mm.
So, what does that come up with? Right, so you're going to be inventing, and I have the invention check with me. Hang on, add that to the... Do you want to stop at the point that you come up with the idea, or just roll into actually trying to prototype, or...
Yeah, I just want to continue.
Okay.
I got a question too.
You do?
Yeah, do you have a cord for a crossbow?
I believe so.
What?
Can I see it?
You can?
Actually, it's this one. Hang on.
I like the fact that she's asking permission, but the fact
Well,
that
I
you
had
found
been
it
looking
first.
here the whole time and I couldn't find it, and now
Yeah, I
I
was
look.
about.
There's what's this card over here? Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Do you have a bow somewhere too?
Yes, the bow, if it's not in the pile of stuff you have over here, which it isn't, it will probably have a similar icon to that one, which is the fisty icon, I believe. Light, punch, heavy punch, claws, knuckles, martial arts, punch daggers. I don't know where the bow is then. It's snuck off into the ether. Yep. So, don't worry, we're not going anywhere fast. Yes, there is a bow card. No, I don't know where it is.
Well, do you know it? How its stats compare to the crossbow?
I will tell you.
Hashtag min-max.
Hashtag min-max. So the bow reads as a 10-second rate of fire of 3. It requires a strength of 9. It's considered a primitive weapon type 1. Weapon type is MPOW. Requires arrows. Has an ammo capacity of 1. Has a threat of 1. A mod of 0. And a recoil of 4. It has a crit floor 6 and is AP 0.
Okay. Okay, and the crossbow also uses this same. I think if Ruby wants to train the crossbow, what level would she get it at?
So you would get that. Muscle-powered weaponry. Ah. Oh, there is actually a bow skill. Does that cover it? That does not cover it, which means there must be a crossbow, one would think. I don't know what the difference is between the two, if I'm honest, but... Oh, there is a crossbow.
Do we have a crossbow?
So it's
Yeah.
considered to be a dexterity easy skill, which means that for 1 point, you can learn it at +0 of your agility.
So 12.
Yep.
Yeah. And do I then instantly have it, or am I training it to
No,
that?
if you're spending points on it, then you would have it. You've sort of been pottering around with it and have picked up the crossbow and like, oh, I can use this, yeah.
What if I don't spend a point on it? Can
Then
I start
you would-
learning it?
You would have to use it as its defaulted skill until you've learnt it, yes. And its default is agility -4.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spend 1 point on that,
Okay, I
just in
will
case. So
take your
is that
point.
just small guns crossbow, or just crossbow?
It's primitive weapon crossbow. It's not a small gun.
Wait, what is our current karma right now?
Okay, that's too
In
much to
fact,
fit here.
it's
How
not even.
did you spell it?
So just call it muscle powered or primitive weapon. Either will suffice for what it is. Your karma, if it hasn't changed from.
Because the last thing you updated was before the last session. The last thing you posted.
Well, along with the point that was just purchased.
I'm just wondering.
That doesn't seem right. Unless we bought something. Maybe that is right. Alright, well, this is what I've got, including taking a point off for that purchase that was just made, so... That's what's currently in my sheet.
Yeah, I gained a point during the last session. Well, to be fair, nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, basically nothing happened anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
what was last session again?
Mostly administrative, time-passing stuff.
Okay.
Much
Yeah,
like this one, but there was a
only
bear
got
in this
one.
Which we barely survived.
Fire.
Bear. So, anyway, back to organising for this time skip.
Right, now that I have it at 12, can I start learning it to 13?
You can.
Right.
So, primitive weapon, crossbow.
Yep.
To 13.
Right. And that will also be part of my activities for this 2 weeks.
What's your agility score?
12.
12. So I just need to add that on here. Expo to 12. There we go. Right. So you're adding that as a study thing.
Mm-hmm. Is that also a stealthy weapon in this?
It's as stealthy as a crossbow is compared to a gun, so it doesn't go bang with a loud flash.
Yeah. You'd just be walking there and all of a sudden there's a bolt in your arse.
So, are we there, everybody? In the big scheme of things.
Yep.
We are
Welcome
ready
to-
for a time skip that will be interrupted halfway through.
Yeah, we're good.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Right, first of all, Leon's body armor. Let me just... I've made another window of Excel to do this. That's how freaking ridiculous this is.
What, the learning the skill of body armor?
No, just how much stuff I'm tracking.
Oh, okay.
So, your body armor is
Kickstarter
over
for
here.
third monitor for GM.
You have completed.
Woohoo!
Can you fail to complete this in this time? Give me a roll. If you roll like a crit failure, then you're going to be a day off. But otherwise, you literally have just enough time to complete. So anything short of a crit fail.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
fine. You.
Got me close there.
It is.
Yeah, give me some pluses for that one. That was a good roll.
Yeah, I mean, you did all right there. But yeah, so that has now completed.
Cool. So what is my skill at now?
That's a good point because you were learning that, weren't you?
I was learning that. I started learning it when he found that Tesla armor, so I've been working.
So
using
this is armory body armor, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
was learning from a high-tech armor, which apparently it's just needing some power, and then it just turns into a Tesla coil.
No, a power armor is well, Tesla armor doesn't have active components in that function. It is a soaking effect that it provides.
So that's how it worked.
It has a way to basically soak up and dissipate energy.
Oh yeah, it's from energy attacks. Yes, exactly. Sorry.
Anyway, so your studies have managed to get you. What's your intelligence?
15.
15. Well done. You've got this at 11.
All right. Well, better than nothing, but gonna need to get that higher. Oh well.
So there you go. You have effectively learnt a new skill from nothing. Just by staring at some armor several hours a day. Just like, ugh, armor.
Cue a very uninteresting anime
Yeah,
montage.
just
Training
armor with like a little bead of sweat on your brow. Just armor. Carousing. Now this does require that you do a speech or appropriate social skills check.
I don't have anything else than speech.
Give me a check on that then.
One under. Woo!
So your speech is 8, is it?
Yes.
Rolled a 7. Yes, you have successfully ingratiated yourself ever further into the favours of the guards. Do you want to get any information from them, or try and persuade them to anything?
Would probably just be persuading them to attract quote-unquote customers for our little establishment, and also damn it, I really want to say if they want to come work for me, but I don't currently. I'm not super sure about our state, our food supplies and stuff like that, but
You currently have sort of a basically you have a scale of success significant enough that you can influence and or ask of them things.
yeah, I'm gonna say that if they want to assist me in making the outside of Bath better, I would I'm basically trying to recruit them.
Okay, so you're just straight up sort of, hey, do you want to come and guard my shit as well as this fucking hellhole?
Not how I'm gonna put it, but
I
basically, yeah.
reckon that could be it's either a request or a loyalty. I think it might be loyalty, but let's have a look.
It would probably be, yeah. I would say that would fall under loyalty.
Sorry, no.
All right.
They are not interested in your shitty little hut in the wastes. For the most part, they rebuke you, saying, "Oh, why would I come over there? I get fed daily. I get to look at this big fire every day, and these big guns. They watch over me."
Oh well, yeah. It makes sense. Another thing. Did we have any mercenary customers?
Can you give me a luck roll first
Sure.
of all? Okay.
200.
You have had someone come by. Let's check the summonosity of who they might be to see if you want to allow them to enter your establishment. Do you want them in your establishment? So, who has come
yes.
by? Oh, that's an interesting one. But it is cold.
Worst case is the Haas is gonna kill someone without Leon knowing it, and suddenly the Haas just has more stuff.
Well, I've just rolled 13 on the reaction for this particular individual, and based on the fact it's freaking cold anyway, a small band of 4 bandits have come by. They are seeking shelter. Do you want to provide shelter to these bandits? They are not aggressive upon approaching you.
Yeah, I say that for payment.
Bandits?
For payment, it's they can stay.
How many of them is there, and what weapons are they?
There are 4 of them.
What kind of weapons do they have?
They have
Don't view them as loot.
No,
walking
of course
loot.
not.
Walking loot.
It's the only way to look at them as.
Look at
Yeah.
the walking loot.
Also, of course, I'm not inviting them in without at least the okay of.
The
My-
Haas, I assume.
No, the Haas will never invite anyone in.
Ever.
That's a given. So it's more in the case of like cautious optimistic.
Right.
That's Leon's.
So one guy has a pistol holster, and other than that, he's just got a big old coat on. Another guy, he's got a double-barrel shotgun that he's got slung over his shoulder.
Oh.
And another chap, in fact, this one's a woman, and she's got just a big old makeshift heavy armor, and you can't see if she's carrying anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the final chap in their group, he's got a machete, which is slung from his belt.
Okay. That is a little risky.
But they're not being aggressive, and you can tell in the way they sort of come to you that they're a bit sheepish, but they're fucking cold, and they want somewhere to sleep.
Fair enough.
Because they can't get into bad, and they know that. And they
Yeah.
saw the smoke coming from your place and thought, well, fuck it, let's see if they people are there, and they decided not to try and attack you.
Mhm.
Cold weather will do crazy things for people, yeah.
I'm willing to let them in if they unload all their weapons and pile them in the corner, and they stay together in one room. That's okay.
That's a request you've made, so let's have a look and see what they think of that. Mostly they sort of eye each other sideways and like, well, I don't want to give up my guns. You guys, I don't know. So they're not currently interested in the giving up of weaponries.
Well, fuck off then.
Well,
Well, they get them, but are they aware that they can just get them back when they leave?
Yeah, they're just not interested in effectively giving up defense. They're bandits. Their whole thing is, I don't want to die. I'll kill everyone that tries to kill me.
Well, I don't want to die to bandits that want to kill me, so fuck you. Enjoy the weather. Piss off.
well, okay. Well, I walk on like, if you guys want to stay here and have shelter, food, and somewhere
Drugs.
warm. What? Yeah, drugs.
And drugs.
You just hear the old crackling voice. Drugs. I think,
Ah, you see,
Yeah.
you are offering drugs though. You see, and bandits that they do like a
Yep.
bit of drugs.
Yep.
and
And I'm also charitable, so it's not like
What did I rolled?
And I'll say, until we
11.
can learn to trust them, this is the conditions.
so okay. Here's okay. Just put your weapons. Put your weapons in this bag, and we'll hang it on Quinn, and Quinn will safeguard your weapons. So none of us is holding them.
Right, I have used the fact that they are cold, the fact that there is a generous offer of recreational drugs, the
Food.
fact that they get food and somewhere to sleep. So they currently have quite a bit of modifiers on this check. I rolled an 11, and I've got to take. You see, I've got to take into contemplation that their usual demeanor is a huge disadvantage to this roll.
And also, they still have to pay for this. Like,
What are you asking in payment?
A limb.
What? No, I didn't hear it.
A limb. Your right foot.
A limb. Not everybody has something lost that they have to replace with robot parts. Just look at my face; it's kind of healing.
It's a limb for
Okay.
the bone dog.
What?
A limb for the bone dog.
Okay, like what? How much would we ask for? 20,
30.
40? What?
It was 30.
Was it 30 last time? Yeah, well, 30 again.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 120 caps. That's quite nice.
Unless they want
Okay,
to
so a
find other services.
pretty reasonable rate.
Well, it is like we don't like currently we have just like a shelter. We don't have like something comfortable. Which is why I really want that distillery going so I can make alcohol. But I'm pretty sure I could get a lot of customer for having straight up alcohol.
That's a bit of a process, though, bud.
If we grow potatoes, we could do that.
I am going to do a
Mhm.
check against
Or
these
grain.
guys.
Hell, you can probably do it if you just find some other tubers in the forest.
What if we could distill humans? He says we're eyeing up humans.
There is technically nothing wrong with distilling human blood.
Say nothing wrong, or there is nothing to stop you.
Right, there has been a
Other
discussion
than morale?
amongst the raiders. One guy is very, very not angry, but like "Oh, I don't want to give up my shit. Who knows who the fuck these guys are?" In a more German accent than Texan.
Yeah.
And the other guys are sort of, yeah, but it's fucking freezing out here. And you can see one of them's like chattering in the cold. It's fucking freezing out here.
Yeah.
And the consensus of the group is that they will pay your rates and concede their weapons if they're allowed to stay.
Welcome to Leon's Inn.
Vulcan begins to look them over.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. We also have like you also get
Medical
get a free,
services.
get a free medical check.
Yeah, it's part of the
Yeah.
charge.
Initial inspection tells you that other than some very apparent old scars which are weathered over, they appear to be in pretty good nick.
All right. All right. Now who's gonna share these drugs with me? You? And just like we set it on fire and get high.
Come sit with me and Frank.
Yes.
Yes, this is Frank. Please don't set on Frank. He doesn't like that.
Why couldn't I remember the fact that we have free medical
Only
service?
one of them actually comes over to share drugs with you. Like the other
It's fine.
the other three sort of collapse back to their enforced dormitory and sort of grumbling like, "Oh, I'll give up my gun."
And soup.
Um,
There is soup.
yeah, if you'd like to deduct an extra, just take off 4 foodage, and that will cover their consumption over whatever amount of time they're there.
Definitely need to go.
And add yourself 120 caps.
Wow.
120.
Yeah, they sort of pay out of. Yeah, they
You're
sort
doing
of
that on this one?
squad together to form a pool of caps.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I would probably pull
That's-
over Ruby's character and ask that the robot does sentry duty,
Yeah, the robot does sentry duty.
and I will also do sentry duty.
That's fine.
Cool. And those are the people that visit during this time.
Sweet. Hey,
Robot,
we
no
are
sleep.
we are making money.
Yeah, that's good. So, do they just leave the next day again?
Yeah, as soon as it gets warm enough to step outside the building without icicles, they sort of, "Can we have our ship back?" And
Yeah, of course. So, yes.
they
Queen comes over and we hand
somewhat
them their guns back.
befuddlingly thank you for your place to stay, and then they pull their coats up around them and fucking take our guns off and fucking.
I give the one that's smoked with me one for the road.
In which case he's like, "Oh, cool, man. Yeah, this is good."
No problem.
And I give them the Fallout equivalent of a YouTuber's request for a subscription and likes. And
please like and subscribe.
yeah, like please tell everybody about Leon's Inn, hospitality, and spread the word.
And they
So yeah, basically the same as the YouTubers. Like
they
please like
disappear into the cold of the winter and grumblingly thanking you for the place to stay for the night.
Yeah.
Right, back to things that are happening. So, carousing we've done. Cleaning. So give me a strength check.
I assist.
No. In fact, hang on. Yes. Yes, you can. But you can only be assisting him. You can't actually do active cleaning yourself. Because we've already begun time.
I'm shouting at him.
Yeah, just, "Oi, moves that." So, yeah, Leon. Strength check.
Yep. 2 under.
Nice. Let me roll my magical dice of forgiveness.
Crit fail. Oh shit.
No, you've moved some stuff, so I'm going to take it off. Clearing. That is. There's only some bits of masonry that are like chunks of masonry that need cleaning up. Most of the area is looking spotless. So out of the how many rooms have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, sort of 10-ish rooms, and I'd say you've cleared 9 of them completely.
Sweet.
And like, other than some like little bits of shit that might be lying around in other places, but yeah, most of the rooms are spotless now.
Sweet shit! I can distill that. No. No.
So a little bit more, and the entire place will be fucking utterly devoid of rubbish. So that was cleaning. Now wood is going to be your contribution to the wood gathering. So can you make for me an outdoorsman roll?
You want me to make an outdoorsman roll?
Pretty please.
Sure. I'm screwed. I am definitely screwed. It's
What's-
4 over.
What is your outdoorsman? It's 8. And you rolled a number that's in the
12.
chat somewhere, 12. Over time, so
What was I rolling for outdoorsmanship for?
just to see how well you were collecting wood with the wood collecting party.
Ah.
And invention prototype, which I get to do for you. Hooray!
Mm.
And I already know what the number is for this, so I'm just going to roll it and get on with it. Good news, everybody. It took you a few days to iron out what the fuck you were trying to think up, but you have managed to lay out some workable plans to prototype an alcohol still.
Cool.
And I will let you have the prototyping time of 2 days prototyping. Because that's how long you can...
Short, but good.
No, 2 days off of the prototype, so how much time you can spend on it during this period.
Oh,
Each prototype roll, invention... Cool. I'll add that into my thing. You look like it's going to be pretty simple to build this. Having basically working from the working model of your water distillery, you're like, well, if I take this and build that, and you think you're going to have something to prototype. We will have to discuss some material usage for this, though.
Yeah.
Prototype. Still. There you go. That's in the process.
Cool.
What else? So that was the last thing for you. Ruby. Scrounging.
coming up.
What's your scrounge level?
10.
10. Yep.
Training
roll
for
away.
11.
Yeesh.
3 over.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a bit rough. I'll come back to that. You might have found some rubbish. Energy pistol. It's going to be plus. Let me just check your. Can you make a roll on your agility? Because that's the core skill for firing guns.
Mm-hmm.
All goes according to plan.
4 under.
Actually, slightly more than that because you get a bonus for this.
Okay.
You have succeeded lots of times, so all of your training time is allocated correctly.
Nice.
You need to go and help Mimic with his wood gathering, so if you could
Yep.
give me an outdoorsman against that.
2 under.
Cool. So you rolled an 8. Your outdoorsman is... Cool. Carousing, set up the guards.
Uh-huh. Speech.
Speech or any appropriate social skill?
That's really bad.
Even with
Oh,
the bonus,
wow.
I think that's not going to get you anywhere.
They're not having it this time.
Considering
Maybe all the
last
guards
time,
are women for all the ships that was there.
yeah, considering the last time you basically got propositions off of the guards, yeah, this time it's not gone well for you. The last thing you were doing was now training your newly acquired skill of bow, so just give me a roll on agility for that. You can't really fail, but I guess you could. Nope,
That's
12
on
is,
it.
yeah, 12's good enough. Anything short of drastic learning is going to be absolutely fine. Right, Vulcan, all your skills are learning skills and you're not pushing your luck. Give me one intelligence roll, because unless you bone it, I'm going to give you all of them. Yep, you can study without hassle. And likewise, if DeHaas could give me... In fact, these are 2 different skills. Give me an agility check and an intelligence check. Fourteen's fine. Intelligence 10, fine, yep. All of the training happens, so the week concludes until the event. And I shall just knock off all of the time, and then we will deal with the event. So we're going down... How many days is that? 6 days, isn't it? Talk amongst yourselves whilst I quickly round it off.
Wolf?
Woof.
So, anyone seen any good porn lately?
Oh, yeah.
Good what? No.
No? Oh, shame.
Shame.
I make my own porn. I don't need to watch anyone else's.
So your body armor is now completed, isn't it? So that's been done.
Yes.
The clearing's there.
Not as high as I hoped it would be, but...
Can you roll for me your nightmares, please, as an average check, this is?
Oh, yeah. That is 1 over.
In which case, can you take off 3 fatigue, because you've had a pretty fucking rough week.
Well, that is an issue. Because now I am in narcolepsy, because I have 4 fatigue points out of 10.
Excellent. And with that, something's happening in the world.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Okay, keep in mind, I only fall asleep if nothing's happening.
Yeah, so it's narcolepsy if you get bored, but believe me, what's about to happen may or may not be unboring.
But
Yeah.
if he gets bored, what if it's wild boars that are attacking us?
What if it is wild? Oh, actually, can I get an endurance check from everybody? Because it's freaking cold on several days.
Everyone.
2 over.
Uh,
Wow, we all.
3 over.
What magic is this?
Seems a bit.
It's
On the
not.
ball.
They're all different numbers.
And
On the nose.
okay, so so wait, is Vulcan the only one who actually? Vulcan is the only one who made it.
Yeah, Vulcan's on the dot. Everyone else is feeling it. So hey, oh right, so he's basically hugging the fire. He's just like, my fire.
Hey, quit hogging all the heat, dude.
So everyone that failed can take off 1 fatigue at the end of this period because that you are plagued by.
Okay. I am. So
Right
that
now, or
Yes, for now, because
Okay.
you'll need this. It may or may not interfere in the coming thing.
Mhm.
Except for Vulcan, he doesn't need to take off fatigue because he passed.
Rich, at what point in GURPS does the loss of fatigue start acting up? Like
So I'll quickly have a look at fatigue. I'm pretty sure that basically fatigue is just a measure of are you conscious and how tired are you in consciousness.
Okay.
So, it is your body's energy supply, whatever that frickin' means.
Does anybody
So
have
for magic and other things?
I mean, yeah, it can be spent on, if you live in a magical world, it works for magic and things, but it also represents just how frickin' tired you might be at any given time. So, and that's how I'm using it here.
Okay, so can anyone spare an energy drink? Because Leon is at 3 fatigue points.
An energy drink wouldn't do jack for you. This is literally body exhaustion.
So Leon is quite tired.
Yeah, you are feeling it. Like you're in that state where just being awake feels like oh.
Yeah.
E.
I didn't get any of that. All I got was at E.
He's at 3.
Oh yeah, he's
That's
at
all
3.
I said.
All right. 426 has probably got something important I need to look at for fatigue. Let's have a look at 426. 426, lost points of fatigue. At 1/3 of your FP, you are considered to be very tired. You move at half rate. Your dodge and ST are halved because you're just fucking knackered. So yeah, you're just like properly ragged.
I am so prepared for whatever is going to happen in this event.
Yep. So the
also-
first thing that happens, and this is going to pause at the end of this session because it may or may not start a shit show.
Okay.
So you, at the end of this particular time and period, you're feeling fucking rough as nuts. Like you haven't slept properly. The cold is biting into you. The times when you have been sort of out talking to the guards, you're just like, oh man, I wish someone would shoot me. I feel knackered. And then like one of the turret guns sort of goes and just looks at you. You're like, oh, no. I mean,
Someone just go command, execute, shoot, target.
Yeah,
just
like citizen requested shooting. What should we do? Well,
Yeah.
shoot them with a gun.
Yeah.
They don't shoot citizens on request.
Yeah.
Only when told to.
They didn't comply, so I shot them. All right.
And so January. This is going to take place on January 14th. Dahas, you, without rolling on your danger sense, this is so pertinent that the hairs on the hairs of your back of the neck are standing up. The world isn't just
time?
uneasy, it's like crazy Richter scale. Oh, bad.
which case I am grabbing my shit, basically, my usual gear. Throw on my overcoat, put my body armor on, and I'll be looking at Amelia's character and go, something's not right. And I go upstairs to the top of the building, see if I can see what's going on in the streets.
Oh.
In fact,
Um.
this is potentially fucking monumental, so I'm going to quickly look up some stuff. But yes, Amelia?
No, just go on.
What is it? Because it may or may
I'm
not help.
deciding whether to take the crossbow instead of my energy pistol.
Take
I
both.
can't. I can't because it puts me at encumbrance 3.
What, are you running anywhere?
Well, no, but I think that's when it starts to put debuffs on you. Actually.
Encumbranceness. Ooh, crap. Just knocked over a bottle.
Oh, crap. Can't know.
Encumbrance.
Somebody's cooking toast in my house.
Get some toast.
Fucking starving.
Where the hell is encumbrance in this book? Anyone? 15 points to whoever finds encumbrance in the book.
Page 69.
420.
So, ink 17. Both of you were so close.
Yeah.
Right, so at encumbrance grade 3, heavy encumbrance, your move is halved.
Yeah.
So you're going to have penalties on movement cards in combat, and I mean, not that you want to be using it, but your dodge takes a penalty on it as well. Like you're not going to be dodging attacks. Encumbrance 3, bad.
It's just that heavy armor is so
Heavy.
bad.
You've got a moment or two to react whilst Dehas is sort of grabbing rifle. So, would you like to do stuff?
Well, I gotta make a decision. Hang on, because this is only. You know what? I'll stick with the pistol for now.
Okie dokie, right. Decision has been made. We move on in time.
Yep.
Your oh my god, what the hell? Something is wrong with the world sensation prickling at the back of your neck. And just generaty thing. Hang on. Or generaty. Must generate all the things. So let me have a look at these guys. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Oof. Oh. Okie dokie. Right. So you get to the top of the roof. Today, let's have a look at the weather to see if it's going to impede you in any way. If it's snowing, there will be a small problem, but if not, then you're fine. It's snowing. So, give me a perception check with the offset of poor visibility.
Does nuclear eye vision do anything? And oh my
It
god.
will help.
Okay, so I got on the dot for my perception without any mods that you may decide or may not decide to add.
Your only assisting is your eye right now. Everything else is obscured in the blanket of white that is the winter wonderland before you, and the falling snow is impeding normal vision to a point where you can't really make things out. But your Eye of Sauron, with its infrared I can see everything, is picking stuff up. Let me generate, because this is going to either be weird and wonderful, or one of the biggest fights we've had to date. So, you are... So, from the bridge. The bridge. This bridge is both a boon and terrifying. Like it's a blessing and a curse because it's a crossing point, so lots of things come across
know.
it.
I got an idea. We need to make that a drawbridge that's under our control. No more bullshit unless they want to swim.
No more bullshit.
Yeah.
Just blow the
So-
fucking thing up, innit?
From the corner of your roof, you can just about make out over at the bridge 3 blobs of recognizable, like animals, something that way. But more importantly, where are they going? We know where they are, but where are they going? They're considered
Stupid. Blind, deaf, dumb.
all of the above. They roll a 9.
Gonna be Brahmin. Dinner's coming, boys. Girl.
Oh, they're not big enough to be Brahmin.
Okay.
Which way's okay? So yes, there's some. Get the red
Wolves.
flag. People near the bridge.
Werewolves.
Wait, but they're not. Huh?
They wear Brahmins.
They are were Brahmins, absolutely. You can't make them out with normal vision at this range, though.
That means
So-
they can't see you.
But
That's good for me.
your oh my shitomometer is going off the fucking rails.
Delightful. Do we
And they
have
look
radio
like-
contact with bad?
Do you have what?
No.
Sorry.
Radio
No.
contact with
No.
bad. Bollocks.
Ooh,
But-
hang on.
That's a good one.
You have just noticed something else. Perhaps the snow might have been hiding it, but there's something else in the gloom out there. Well, not gloom, it's late day today. But I do need to generate an additional thing. And I need to generate one of those. So instead of 3 things, you can now make out a 4th thing. About human-sized, so you can probably take for estimate that they're humans. Doing anything?
So the fourth person is a human as well.
Yes.
Okay. Is this one as lit up as the others?
Yes.
What way are they going?
They are currently traveling. Oh, okay. Hang on. I need to interpret that. So if they're there... If you're studying them for any amount of seconds, it's clear that they have come across the bridge from the opposite side from you, and they look to be moving up the roadway.
Okay, what, towards us or away?
Well,
Parallel?
to this crossroads by the meat house. Sorry, trap house.
Okay, that's fine. In which case, I'll be bipodding, ranging, getting the wind conditions, all the rest of those usual bollocks. And I'll be radioing down below full contacts.
All right. I'll put Quinn by the door. And I guess we go sit behind the some kind of barricade or something aimed at the door,
Sorry, I just needed some dice.
just in case.
Sorry, run that past me again. So you've got
Quinn by the door.
Yep.
And hiding behind, I don't know, what do we have in here? Something that can use as cover
You've got various
and have a view at the door.
tables and
Yeah, a table or something, or maybe a wall. A door opening using that as cover.
bits and bobs and crap that's lying around, so you can easily hide behind something.
Or the wood pile.
Cool. The people stop briefly at the crossroad.
Why doesn't anyone ever walk into a trap house and just get fucking destroyed by it?
Because it's just a house full of meaty bits. It's not actually got any traps or anything.
Oh, okay.
They stop briefly, and I need to make a roll for them. Okie dokie. I check. They begin walking up the road, sort of directly towards your
Really?
location.
Ugh.
Range.
I will say, of all the buildings here, yours is the only one that's pretty much intact, and it's the only one with smoke pouring out of it. You're not exactly the most stealthy building.
Yeah. And they can see that through the snow.
Well, whatever reason, they're moving that way. So as of the corner of the road, from your building, you have a range of 150 yards to... They can make it slightly up the road before you can see them properly, basically.
Be waiting until I can get a better visual. There's nothing more else I can do.
So you're waiting until you can make them out amongst the snow flurries.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell everyone else they're making their way here.
I'm going to do some rules research because I want to make sure that this isn't fucked up. Visibility. Visibility. 394. Visibility. Attacker cannot see. Attacker. Torches and flashlights. This is about combat visibility. I guess the modifiers are pretty much the same though. It's gonna be quite close before you can make out detailing of these travelers. So they're gonna get well past your 100-yard range.
Okay. So if I enter combat, my next question is: if I enter combat, what range are they at the moment?
So
Distant?
pseudo, they are currently at 100 yards. Pseudo. You can rewind and tell me they're not, but they're moving forward.
And that's distant, or what is that?
In terms of... Yeah, that would be classified as a distant attack.
Okay. I would
Can-
engage them
oh.
up until the point they are on the cusp of not being distant.
Okay. They're going to get past the crossroad if that's the case.
Or do they decide they're carrying on towards us?
But as they're approaching the crossroad, you will begin to see more details with your normal vision rather than your infrared vision. And the first thing you pick out is that one of them is wearing a rather heavy set of combat armor. And across the chest of that combat armor is a symbol of which you are all too familiar. This is your old group.
What? Oh, and
You mean old group? I don't
This is
understand.
the group from which you ran away because of reasons.
Dum dum dum. Backstory.
Uh-oh. With my hesitation, I fight at him. The biggest fucker there. I thought you meant us as in general, but no, fuck him. These guys cunts. Hunt him.
so we hear the shot go off, I guess.
I would like to go on record that Leon doesn't want to fight a group of people that also work with a guy who's now a soldier and a ruthless murder machine. Yikes!
Bum bum bum.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we shall pick up next session. I'll give you time to contemplate.
Oh,
Because depending on Dahas and his own predicament, this is quite a monumental engagement. And with that, the end of the game.
Well, fuck
Fair
off.
enough.
Well, interesting.
Quick question.
hang
In
on.
last
Yeah,
week,
go on.
how far is my face healing?
So during the time that has passed, because you have had some time, your face has now healed. It's still a little bit scarred, and you can see that you have definitely been shot in the face, but it's now no longer Elephant Man.
I am healed!
Progress.
Progress indeed.
And I'm going to save all of these images that I've made because they're going to be important next time we play.
I'll get some food quickly and I'll be alright.
Yep.
Okay, for some reason I can't remove it from my character sheet.
What?
I cannot. I delete it and then I click like out of the map and of
Make
course
sure
now
you
it
press
works.
enter. Like, oh, and don't forget your head wounds now.
Oh yeah, that's also gone. See, there it goes. Came.
Right. I can close all these Goram sheets. So many sheets.
Yay.
And with that, I'm going to kill the stream as well.
Mm.
Apparently someone said 42 on the channel.
It's probably asking for the page number.
Oh, probably. If they were helping with the rules, I missed that completely.
42. Oh, huh?
Oh, come on. I mean, you should know that one.
The rule or the answer